interesting conversations in a very interesting manner. Sitting down, local bar, in this case, in our studio, having drinks, getting to know people. Today's special guest is. Wait, is it the Shakers or not the Shakers? What is it? I'm confused.
Not the Shakers.
Ah.
It's Shakers for legal purposes.
So.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
So, what do you guys got going on? And thank you again for all coming in.
No, thank you.
Hell yeah, man. Hell.
So, Joe, you got our show list real quick?
Yeah, we got, including today's podcast, we're playing actually tomorrow at Churchill's in Miami. I don't know if anybody's ever familiar with that place. The bathrooms are wonderful there.
Oh,
by the
yes.
way.
They lost a sink last night.
Did
I
they?
saw a picture on Facebook.
Is that for real?
Yeah, maybe
Churchill's
someone
has
was...
been around forever.
I don't know if someone trying to bang on the sink, but it was off the wall.
We're playing there with a few bands, the Reckons, and I'm not sure the other.
This is a
Is that the old man?
record got me high podcast band essentially.
Really?
So it's
essentially-
Rob, Elva, Barry, and then Joey Maya playing drums and Dan Bonebreak playing bass. They're doing whatever they're gonna do.
And that's a matinee. Starts at 6 and it's free.
That's
and
an
yeah.
all-star cast right there.
It'll be done by 10:30 the latest, they said, so old folks can go and have a good time.
All right, Joe, what else we got?
So that, and then next week we're playing in the St. Pete, Tampa area.
St. Pete, no, St. Pete definitely. The VFW in St. Pete.
Okay, so it is St. Pete. We're playing the VFW.
VFW.
Playing there Saturday night, October 5th.
Nice.
So that'll be the first time I have played with the band over on that West Coast in St. Pete. So I
Same
don't know.
with
if-
us.
We've never
Really?
played St. Pete.
Wow, so that's a first right there.
Is it a first for being in a VFW as well?
Yes.
Yeah, playing in one. Yes.
Spring beer.
Hell yeah.
We're live.
What other
else we got,
what other
Joe?
crap is on there?
Um.
Oh well,
After that.
it's Rob's thing, but that who knows what that is?
No, the Thanksgiving. I think that's the next show we have.
No, there's that one
Dark
show
Gallery.
we're playing in.
Oh, yeah.
Incoit. We're playing
The 18th.
Incoit on
That's right.
October 18th.
That's
That's
right.
right.
Where's that at?
Fort
It's
Lauderdale.
Fort Lauderdale. It's basically Prospect and Dixie-ish, a little west.
I've been robbed there once or twice.
Local art gallery, really awesome. Incoit,
Yeah, I know I bought something. That's why I
INCHOATE.
told you I got robbed there once or twice. No.
Oh.
I don't know who the lineup is yet, but that's the 18th,
Yeah.
and then
And
We
then-
have a show in Gainesville, November 1st.
TBD in Gainesville, November. It's definitely happening,
You
but
just don't know which venue?
we don't know how to promote this right now.
Well,
Probably shouldn't.
no, the show's going to be done by midnight.
Well, it happens to be a
it's a-
show in Gainesville.
At a certain time when other shows,
And
in
I
Gainesville
think
are
that's all we
happening.
can just say.
You know, like kind of like a guerrilla thing.
But the next one after that, we can definitely
Pour-
promote. It's our annual Thanksgiving Eve show that we played. I mean, I guess ever since I've been the band. I've been the band
12, 13?
15.
12, almost 15 years now, maybe.
Yeah,
Since 2005.
he's the newest member.
Since 2005. So do the math.
That's our Kelly math right there. She was 12, 15, 21.
Oh.
Oh, but yeah, that's gonna be a long set with the Sensibles too. So it's they're gonna do we're all probably both gonna do an hour and a half each, 2 bands.
So if you're pop punk and you have your ska for the night, it'll be good.
It's gonna be a party.
Now, I'm sure though my little information, but you are local band wise the longest, playing punk band in South Florida, correct?
I would almost dare to say that is accurate now, because not everybody makes it to 25 years.
Yeah.
So yeah, we probably are.
You know,
I would
it's
say
impressive that you guys started at 12 and you look so aged after 25 years.
no, we're old as hell.
Not
Joe-
even 40
Joe-
yet, and it's
Joe
rough. I
is-
can see how rough the road's been.
Joe
when you're
just
not
had
even
his 40th birthday,
Yeah.
and now we're all over the hill. So it's all
40.
good.
Everybody in this room is.
So
Congratulations.
Joe now has license to complain about everything.
Yes, you got your license too, huh? We all do now.
Drummers complain a
Ain't
lot.
Those damn young kids. As much as bassists.
Get off my lawn.
Man, we're
No,
officially-
bassist?
We're officially an over 40 band.
I don't know.
We don't complain.
Bassists don't really complain. I think bassists don't know if they should be talking to people or helping the drummer.
You don't let me talk to people.
Oh,
Well, if you think about like a real 3-piece band, the bass and the drums are the most important because we are the rhythm. If that's
But
if
everyone
that's
comes to see the vocals
yes.
and the guitarist.
I know.
Yes.
The chicks see the vocals and the
guitar,
guitars.
Gibson.
That's just like on top of the bass of the song. Me and John are like the bass of it.
Well, wait. If you look at the record,
That's-
whose picture is the biggest? The bass player's picture.
Well,
Show it to the camera clearly.
See, this is our new
Yeah.
record, not the Shakers. And notice how the bass player,
is giving you the finger.
and it's the biggest part of the record cover.
And I'm sure he chose the picture as well.
I did. Actually,
I
didn't.
chose the picture.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Well, before I made this record cover before the record was even halfway, written.
And that's usually
I'm
backwards.
like, how about this for a record cover? They go, huh? I go, yeah. How about this? And they're like, okay, it's cool. And then
But it's
later
cool.
on, they're like, that's actually really good. So let's use it. And it's random.
Now, you brought up about a traditional three-piece band. Funny enough, I listened to a band that did not have a drummer, and they were terrible.
Well,
course.
how'd they do it?
Was it
Not well. I'll tell you that much. It was not well.
Was it a
Well, if they got drum machines.
3 violinists?
No, it was
with
It
hors d'oeuvres.
was like a guitar, 2 guitars, a bassist, and a keyboard. And he wasn't even using a synth to do. sing
So
the
no
drum.
fake drums on the keyboard?
No fake drums on
Why
the
not?
Oh,
Why
man,
didn't you should at least put like a big drum beat in the back,
somebody got to use that bossa nova beat that comes on every keyboard that no one ever uses.
or the keyboard. The keyboard player should be guilty. He should be beatboxing back there or something. I don't know.
Man, you could
It
get.
was horrible. And they were playing like a thrash heavy metal.
They need a conga player like John Stamos in the Kokomo video.
Ooh.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that's pretty smooth right there.
Oh, it just popped in my head. I don't know.
I don't even know if that really happened, but whatever. It worked for
Yo,
me.
the Kokomo. You know the song
Yeah,
Kokomo?
I remember that. Yeah.
John Stamos plays the congas in Kokomo in the video.
For the Beach Boys.
Yeah.
Or is it just in the Full House episode?
I wonder. I
Is
wonder
it
if
the
they.
Full House episode, or is he?
I
really
wonder
in
if they did the
video?
whole thing together and
Is
then
he
they and
really,
they.
Is he really? I can't remember the Kokomo. I'm trying to remember the actual Kokomo
Bermuda,
video.
Dude, I'll tell you what,
Come on, pretty
It was
mama.
synergy.
But
It was
remember
synergy.
the Full House episode? Like I think the Beach Boys were in a couple Full House episodes back the old Full House.
He did like the Beach
for all the
Boys.
millennials that Full House was a show.
No,
Joe,
the new one's
they
called
know
Fuller
Full House.
See,
Fuller
look,
House,
he's
yeah.
already starting with the 40-year-old thing, saying you
Millennials.
millennials don't remember this. Good job, Joe.
Which there's a song on the new record, Mr. Millennium,
It's
to
yeah.
promote the new record.
Yes, it's excellent. It's an excellent tune. It's a cliche song about cliche songs.
We were talking about Full House.
What's the
Yeah.
definition of a cliche song about cliche songs? Is that sort of like a cliche country song about a cliche country song?
Well, in a sense, yeah. You know, you're kind of like poking fun at.
Poking fun at easy targets?
But you use the same formula they do to poke fun.
at them. You know, there's like riffs out there that everybody knows. There's always a band, like everybody knows that. Every song ever has that stupid riff in it with the same, whatever key it's in. It doesn't matter. It's still,
Same rhythm.
Yeah,
same.
yeah. So I mean, you know, and I wrote the song about all this cliche crap and how like, you know, people these days get a bad representation of what classic anything is anymore. You know, like soul music now sucks. Soul music used to have soul. You know, like rap music used to say something real. Now they just talk shit and
About
mumble.
getting money and bitches in cars.
Dude, and they get bad tattoos to go with it. It's fucking stupid.
And then they snitch even though they said they never would.
Come on, he's a white guy with rainbow dreadlocks. He's gonna tell. Okay,
He
get
knows
the fuck
what,
out
he
of
knows
here.
about the streets.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
gonna tell.
Oh, seeing him, it's sort of like the guy that when you see the kid get arrested and he's crying when they're putting him in the back of the cop car, you just know he's gonna tell.
He's gonna tell.
Yeah.
You should just know.
When you live a life of fantasy, what are you gonna do? Till it gets
Be
real.
committed.
Till it gets real, and they say spread your asshole and cough when you get to jail, and you're like, oh my god, I'm really in trouble.
Isn't that a physical?
Only when it's done by a doctor, but when it's done by a cop, it's called what is it? Booking or
Yeah, that's in the booking room.
Yes.
If you haven't been booked yet and they're doing that, something else is happening. That might
yes,
not be a cop.
you might be able to earn your way out of it though.
Oh.
If that's-
It sounds like a second
With or
date
without
me,
the
but
glove.
hey.
Ouch.
Yeah, if you rub it just right, it doesn't hurt.
Oh dear.
Prostates.
Oh my god.
Make sure your doctor has small hands.
That's why women's
Oh.
small hands are better.
You know, I had a physical recently, and I forgot to sing Moon River when he did that, but I don't know if he would have laughed.
sticking a finger somewhere sensitive.
But at least wait till he's done.
You're going from Full House to talking about getting
To
the
full-
cavity
Finger in the
searches.
ass.
Finger in the butts.
Hey, we're covering all the bases today, okay?
Yeah, this is informal, Joe.
So, you guys are brothers, right?
Yes, me and John.
And you guys
Fraternal twins.
2 years apart.
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense, I know.
He's taking a sec.
I just have one question. Did your dad improve the split zygote being reimplanted 2 years later?
It just took a while to develop.
He was good at math. He was. He still is, actually. What am I saying? Was.
So, what was the foundation, like the inspiration for you guys and getting into the punk scene and all that? Like, take us back to when you were, like, you know, able
Well,
to walk around without pain.
Well, if it's musically speaking, I mean, I guess.
Whatever, no, whatever the inspiration of what was going on in your life, like.
Well,
'cause punk-
we blame it all on our older sisters and our mother. I think it's a safe assumption, like in skateboarding as kids. But like, our mom gave us punk rock on tape as
do you
fourth and
remember
fifth
the first
graders.
couple albums she gave you?
For real, yeah. It was the first Dead Kennedys. It was MDC, Millions of Dead Cops. It was Husker Du, the FUs, fucking like. I'm
Circle
seriously,
Jerks?
yeah, it was Group Sex. What else was on that?
My parents would
I think-
never get me any of that. They would take. I had to hide.
She had it on reel
some
to
of that
reel,
stuff, man.
and she recorded us tapes of all of it. And I remember it. And I can't. The list is like the greatest hits of like amazing records for like first gen punk stuff. And I don't know, man. And skateboarding, you know, you listen to skate videos, and you
Yeah.
watch skate videos, and it's like JFA and all this other shit, and you're like, next thing you know, I mean, whatever.
You know, I mean, you guys are punk, and like looking at you, and to me, the way I grew up, you know, you guys are the definition of punk. The way you're all saying, like, no one gives a fuck. You're all doing your own thing. You're being you.
Right.
I mean, he's fucking got a kitty in his pocket for God's sake.
John, hey
He's
John,
happy with it.
John
That's-
John also listens to Susie and the Banshees.
Yes,
as well.
no shame.
and
That's
he
fucking punk.
he prefers disco and old school hip hop to any music.
Absolutely.
It's you never look at this guy. You never. If you tell like the people he works with, like, yo, this dude's been a punk rock bass player for 25 years, they'd be like, shut the fuck up. Like any people he meets, they don't believe it. And then they show up at a show and they go, holy shit, dude, you weren't kidding. And I'm like, I told
I
you.
can't make this stuff up.
You know,
Well, what do you do that people wouldn't believe it?
Oh, I draw maps.
he's
So
of
you're a
pipes.
cartographer?
He maps
Yes.
pipes.
I'm a cartographer. It's been way too long. Yes.
Oh yeah, a lot of people don't know those words. I have a plethora of useless information.
That's why I say I draw maps, because it's real easy for people to understand.
What was that name that you said that it was?
Oh, cartographer.
A
Oh, Joe,
carto-
get the fuck out of here, man. You
I
graduated.
thought
high
a
school.
cartographer was the guy who brought the carts back at Publix.
Only after you've been, you know, you got to join the union, I think, to get that title.
I think that union died about a few years ago when they got rid of guilds.
Yeah, you know, unless you're working for Safeway somewhere.
Oh yeah, they won their thingy,
Yeah.
their strike. That was impressive.
Hey, man, you know,
So he looks very vanilla, but punk. He's happy with it. What about yourself?
I make TV commercials. I've been doing it for like 15 years. Motion graphics, editing. The annoying AutoNation videos, those are mine. I work with a team of folks, but
Fucking hate you. Just
there's a bunch of crap I got to do for that. That's like the responsibility I kind of take at the place I work. But I've been there a long
go
time,
fuck
and
yourself. I hate you. I hate those commercials.
so do I. I hate commercials. I don't even watch TV, so
Well, there are worse commercials.
it's funny. I don't even watch TV.
Yes, but when I finally decided to turn on the TV onto a regular cable channel, those are the ones that pop up when I watch
For
TV
real.
at 4 in the morning.
You know that Roadrunner thing with the Roadrunner making meeps and shit?
Yeah.
Like, dude,
Mhm.
I was neck deep in Roadrunner.
He got to meet the Roadrunner.
No, but for
Which
real,
one? I mean, I've met a couple ladies like that.
oh damn.
Boom.
But yeah, I've been doing it a long time. It was that and like kitchen work, and you know, I used to do some live music like stuff back in the day too. But once I got a real job, I was like, screw it, because you know,
It's like
once
that
you
one-
realize the bills aren't being paid by anything but are being paid by anything but music, you realize you better get a pretty decent job if you can grab onto
And
it.
it's
So.
nice to have a real job and have the bills actually paid.
Whatever, dude. I don't work at nights and I don't work weekends, so that's dope.
Lucky.
Nice.
Once in a while, I get to work. I work the weekends.
So what about yourself? What do you do?
I spray kill bugs.
Joey
much.
Bugman.
Joey Bug. I'm a pest control technician, and
He
One's
kills.
called exterminators.
yeah, exterminators. Doing that 15 years. Before that, I was. I used to do low voltage work, so I used to put in alarm systems and.
Like 48 and below.
Yeah, like stereo systems in people's houses. This company I worked for was so crooked and like mafioso, like ran that they the guy went to jail. But we used to couple neighborhoods. We used to put in new speaker systems and like put in the
And the
alarms
alarm
and stuff like
system.
that. Yeah, just
And
like
next
the
month-
roughing and like the.
And the following month, the stereo system was gone. Yeah,
Oh, dude.
But yeah, that's pretty much. But I've been doing the
Not
bugs.
that I know anything about how that works or why that would happen.
But that's the main thing I've been doing is killing bugs the past 15 years. I want to get into doing termite work, so I'm gonna maybe start doing that at my job.
Now, what got you into punk? Or you were just a musician looking for a gig, or?
Just listening to music like these guys or whatever. Just pretty much. Like he's talking about how like his parents or his mom bought him records. I had to hide mine. Like I had a Metallica Kill 'Em All, and because it had that bloody knife on there,
The hammer.
my dad's like, that's like devil stuff.
Did you have to hide it with your Playboys?
Yes,
It's kind of like the punk
It
and
was the
metal
same- it was in the
records, and then the smut.
it was in the same. It was in the same box.
Wow, heavy metal and titty mags.
And
Yeah.
they'd be more upset about the heavy metal.
But pretty much I got into like the music and I just inspired me to just play drums and just to do that. And I don't know, been playing as long as these guys been a band. And I
Yeah.
joined the band 2005, so I've probably been playing 25 years now.
And what's your methodology for writing your songs? Like, is there one person who writes it, another person who writes the riffs and beats, or
That's
is it just a collaborative? You all get down together and you just kind of jam and stuff.
He writes all the music, so we listen to him. If we have anything to say, maybe it's like,
yo. Don't make it sound bad.
It depends on who's got the hot hand.
well,
Because earlier I wrote a lot of the stuff, and then we'd work on.
John used to write all the
when was
lyrics.
that? That
back
was
in the
before
day.
I was in the band. So you're
Yeah.
talking, I'm in the band almost 15
Yeah.
years now. So
But realistically, it depends on who has the hot hand. Sometimes Pat will come in with lyrics and then have a framework, and
I
we'll
mean-
hammer it and adjust it, and we'll have input.
It's
on
definitely
it.
collaborative, though. I mean, even, like the way sure, I come up with the riffs and I write all the lyrics and I sing and shit. So
He does it all.
no. I mean, it is what it fucking is, dude. You
Yeah,
know.
absolutely.
But at the same time, it's like I write stuff. I think about I've been playing with these guys for so long. Like I know what John can do. I know what Joe can do. Joe's always like, hey man, I would love to play a song that like this kind of style or that. So I
So you work on building.
dude, I try to make stuff that they're gonna want to play too. You know
And then
what I'm saying?
And then you collaboratively tighten it up. And
Totally. Like I basically say this part's supposed to be slow, this part's supposed to be fast.
And
you
they're
know,
sort of
maybe-
like, sort of like this along this.
Yeah,
they
and like
start
as far as
working
bass, I go, John, just I just let them fly, dude. And I literally, it's not that big of a deal. Sometimes it's like I want to stress a certain accent over another, like stupid shit, But like for the most part, I mean, I go, here's the song, and I go like this, and I play it at them, and I go count it off, and it's like they just do their thing, and it's always
and
fine,
comes together,
dude. They
and
just play what they do, and
and then the part comes in.
Now,
Where
do you
you
guys
know,
go back
change
and
it
write
around.
it out and everything? Do you guys write music? Or
we don't even write our music on paper now.
What about your lyrics? Do you write those down?
Yeah,
too?
totally,
Okay.
totally. I have to. I can't remember shit. And now that I'm old, it takes a lot longer to write lyrics. It takes a lot longer to write music because we've probably written
Close to
100 songs
yeah.
probably as a band over the years. And
Now, have you ever had a friend bring you like a song or something like, "Hey, you gotta try playing this" or anything like that, and you guys actually were able to work it? Or- I'm sure it's happened. But
Little Joe,
our old drummer
our
before him,
third drummer.
he wrote a couple songs, and I we would dick around a little bit, and it was, I mean, we were young. I was like 25, 26.
You would never
Yeah.
let me write a riff in
Don't
Absolutely would.
a band that Pat and I played in. Other than
Joey wrote the
Shakers.
lyrics. I wrote the
Really?
riffs to accompany his lyrics because it was cool. It was all about killing yourself, and it was interesting. And I don't know why, but the song never even got recorded, so it's just interesting. But like, there's been a couple times like John used to write a lot of lyrics, and I'd be like, I don't know what the fuck I'm about to say to people. I don't, you know, what the fuck do you say to people? And for the longest time, I mean, even on I guess the first full length Good Enough, I swear that you wrote some lyrics on that record too, didn't you?
I'm sure I helped in
I
some
think
way.
there's
Did you write PTA Mom? But
Yeah.
that was
Totally
like,
wrote
That's
PTA
like
Mom.
OG like 94.
That's like the second song we ever wrote, probably
Yeah.
redone. You know.
So let me
It was
ask you this.
redone on that
Don't
2008.
Start Believing. Was that a shot at a particular band and song by?
No, it's just what the hell? Don't start believing. Not don't stop believing. It's
There's one song where that was.
there's
the
one
title
song.
of the
It's about religion.
Okay.
But like I said,
I didn't know if it was a shot. At,
I wouldn't say it's an anti-religion song. I would say why are you paying for religion when it's free?
I didn't
Like
know
if
it
you
was-
really
Maybe
want
a-
to, if you really want to get down with fucking God and shit, like why? What do you got to buy all this crap for? Don't be a fool. There's a book you can get it for free. They'll mail you a Bible. Anyone, if you want to worship whoever the fuck you want to worship.
any religion will typically.
I actually
Yeah.
had a
So-
customer. I have a customer.
So
that
why
gives
spend
out
money on it?
Bibles.
And that's basically what that's about. Like
Or just take
you
it
know,
from the hotel.
you want to believe in something, just believe in
I
it.
have one in my work truck. I have one of my customers. She gave me one. Everybody that comes to her house knew, or the long guy,
Dude,
or like whoever it is.
she gave you salvation, bro.
Yeah, I had someone take over my stop for 1 month, and I told him I was like, she's probably gonna give you a Bible, and he went there and I go, did you get a Bible? And he goes, oh yeah, and she signed it too, and she put.
She signed it like Donald Trump.
No, she put like
The
she
phone
put like
number.
some verse.
Love you.
Come over for prayer session.
You look fabulous.
Before 5, after 9, before 5.
XOXO.
You want to go to Bible study? Holler.
Yeah, you look like a young, tasty young man. for
Let's
Bible
get
study.
let's get biblical.
God in me.
Biblical.
I need a little more God
Biblical.
in me.
Nice.
I wanna get biblical. Dude, that could be a new hit, dude.
That's like the pompano. We doing that for the next. We should do that. It's a really good
Olivia
one.
Newton-John. I don't know if that's allowed.
Hey, we just
It's
we just
totally allowed.
trademarked that. Hopefully nobody steals that.
I appreciate you guys are one of the bands out there that put out vinyl. I actually got one of your small EP.
7
right
inches.
there.
Oh, yeah.
7
I still
inches.
split with the Radio Baghdad.
Set right next to my,
Yeah.
record player because I'm old and I appreciate the sound of vinyl.
I've been saying that since I've joined.
Wait,
the
what are
band,
you talking
but
about?
John disagrees with
That
doing
shit
vinyl
costs
every
money,
time.
man.
I
Yeah.
know,
Well,
but
here's my argument.
soon these will be put on vinyl.
They
those
will.
3
It's gonna happen
CDs.
one of these days.
there's-
One of
there's
these
tra-
days.
There's been a change, like going back, like when he was joining, no one bought vinyl.
No.
No.
But
And-
say about 5 years ago was when vinyl made a big comeback.
People started.
Well, yeah, it started going uphill again. You know,
And
yeah.
As of last year, 2018, actually, vinyl sales outsold CDs.
It's excellent.
It's amazing because you.
Yo,
can
I
do
just hope all these
download
nerds don't
cards
buy the
now.
records I want.
You can do download cards. It's so easy.
Oh, the best part is the fucked up part is I'm buying all kinds of classic original albums for $2 to $4 a piece because before they get to the record shops. I figure in another year or two, record shops are gonna make a big comeback of old,
Oh, totally. There's a lot more record stores now. Actually, if you even look in your yellow pages, or
Do people
interwebs.
even use those anymore?
I know I just said that. Fucking A. But
Because
That's
you're
the yellow
old.
pages.
yo, you type in record store, South Florida, dude. There's a lot more fucking record
Yeah.
Do
stores.
you remember that? Every year you used
Yeah.
to get a Yellow Pages delivered to your house.
We stole a
Yeah,
pallet
yeah.
once to heat our home for a winter.
Did you burn it with yellow pages?
Yeah,
Nice.
we didn't have heat in the house. We just had a fireplace. It was awesome. It just, it's potentially dangerous
You
for the
can just
trees outside.
Google where you want to eat.
Hey, a little danger is better than freezing to death.
Yo, this shit was cool. We used to fight over the dog to keep us warm. That's
just
fucked
sounds
up.
wrong.
Isn't that fucking like poor man story?
Yeah.
Hot over
It wasn't even your dog.
Oh, they make great blankets when you.
That's like a country western song.
No country.
You know, broke, dog, that's like first 2 things.
No, see, but broken dog, man. You can
You
have.
don't
You can.
break the dog.
Nobody wants
Broke,
a broken
comma,
dog,
and dog.
dude. I don't know. Broke with a dog's okay, but
I have 2 dogs, but I'm not broke.
I'm just saying it. Between you and the dog, I think a Dead Milkman wrote a song about eating your dog because you were so poor. I swear, it's called Depression Day Dinner.
Really?
It's amazing. It's a B-side on that Smoking Banana Peels 12-inch. I'm telling you, it's about eating your dog.
That's impressive that you can name the album and the side.
I'm-
It's,
Both
I know
of these guys.
I know so much
He's
bullshit
better.
about
This-
bullshit.
This guy can also do commercial or
TV theme songs? Forget about it,
Name
dude.
a team 80s.
What if I fuck up,
Oh,
man?
that's-
Don't put him on the
that's true,
spot.
we're going
No,
live.
don't put you on the spot.
Yeah.
I would. Here's the sad truth is, I wouldn't know if you were right or wrong.
Just make some shit up.
Just
make
sound
it up.
convincing.
Yeah,
Holy
just sound
shit.
like you knew what you're talking about. I'm always horrible with freaking TV shows. Like literally, TV growing up. About the only show I remember watching consistently was
Full
The Price
House?
is Right.
Well, of course.
When I was homesick.
It's the
Hey,
best thing
everybody's
about
like,
being
that's
homesick.
That's the chicken soup right there, isn't it?
Yeah, Price is Right and chicken noodle soup.
Chicken noodle soup.
Dude, Bob Barker.
No, now it's Drew Carey.
Yeah, and they got dude models. They've gone all out. I love it.
From that,
Give me that shit.
I'm not a fan of the dude models.
Hey, look, they're just trying to. What is the word?
Appeal to everybody.
No, what? Appeal sounds right, but
They're
Pander?
diverse.
pander to everyone.
Pander.
Yeah, that might be right. That
That's
might be
probably
right.
more accurate.
That wasn't
But-
even the word. Exploit, you know, hot
Yeah.
guys and exploit hot guys and hot girls, not just hot girls.
It's probably a lot more truthful, but
Yo, but they always have that, you know. Forget it. It's too. The sun's still out, man. I gotta be good.
it's just
Is
not
it?
right. They
yeah,
should-
but it's dark in here though.
How come they don't have anyone with Downs ever for a model? Like, you know, people with Downs like people without
Dude,
Downs.
like Bridget the midget, that girl made a fortune. Like, why can't they have Corky the fucking hung like a bear fucking stud guy fucking chicks?
Do they?
I think they're working on
They,
that.
they actually probably do have that right now. If you go to Pornhub.com, you
Down
probably
syndrome.
can type in anything.
Is it called? Is the
It
movie
is-
called like Down with the Get Down?
But I'm saying like it's
Down with a big dick.
we live in a disgusting world now, so you probably can type in anything.
Downtown.
Joe,
I mean, the world's always been discussing. It's just more prevalent than it's obvious.
Dude,
Yeah,
I just
more
can't.
act-
I can't believe it auto fills the text nowadays. That's how fucked up the world is.
No,
Like,
but-
you want to look at any fucked up shit, just start typing it. It'll fill it in for you. Like it'll.
And
It's,
it's usually right. That's the fucked up part.
dude, ew.
Although that's always the worst when you're looking for something benign and it keeps throwing fucked up shit. You're like, no, I don't want to know how to kill a cop and get away with it. I want to know how I fight my parking ticket.
yes.
Oh shit! Right, dude. That's awesome. That happened to me at work once. I was telling somebody to look. I forgot what it was, but it was referring to like a sale, like by a corporation. That, you know, some bullshit. We're just trying to look up like their national sale for something, and I forgot the words. But when we after we hit enter, we kind of like reread it and goes, dude, this is gonna be a naked fucking dude on the fucking screen. Like, I don't know. It's amazing.
Oh shit. How now? Let me ask. I'm gonna date myself because I remember getting on the internet back in the day when you had to go through a dial-up connection through a university or
Yeah.
college.
Of course.
Go through Telnet, BB. You had BBS. You had
BBS is like super old school.
Yeah.
That's not even interweb. That's
Yeah,
telephone.
no, that's
It's
telephone.
calling somebody's house.
Yeah, who happen to have multiple lines in their house connected to
Dude.
their computer. Yes.
That's a dude you gotta worry about, man.
The one who ran it,
Yeah.
or the rest of us that were on it.
Both.
I don't want to. That's a rabbit hole I don't want to think about.
It's
a whole- A whole bunch of dudes that are like the guy from the comic book guy from The Simpsons, you know, like some creepers.
Fuck yourself,
Yeah.
Hey, it's all good, man.
because I'm not a creeper.
No, I know, but the guy that ran the
totally
BBS.
he's totally that type of character. Like, I mean, it's weird.
Maybe we should.
Wow, slammed.
Maybe we should go back to that.
Oh no.
Really?
No.
BBS.
You know how slow it was to download, get transfer shit through a fucking
That 1200
5600 baud modem.
56 is fast.
See, that's like
Oh, I
new
remember
old.
9600.
When we were kids, I remember it was like
1200.
we had video
I remember
games
I
on
had a 1200 baud
cassettes.
modem, but it was in my father's office and I wasn't supposed to use it.
Ooh.
My first computer was a TRS-80.
How
Wow.
long did it take to download color prints of titties back then?
You
Like a
couldn't-
half
there
an
was
hour?
monochrome screen.
Oh, that's true. You're right. So it was all like that green.
Yes.
You guys are
That'd be
you guys
awesome.
are talking the different language.
That'd be
right now.
awesome.
Alien.
Somebody needs to get one of them old school screens and like hook up a new school computer to it so you can watch like dot matrix pornos that are like all green, like the Matrix. Dude, that shit would be fucking awesome, and I would totally click on it. World, hook it up.
Yeah, I remember my 9600 baud modem, and then
Is that you talking about like when you're playing Oregon Trail? Like that's like
Older
No,
than
just that green screen, like those old computer monitors that only had one color.
okay, so when
So I'm like trying to like I don't know like
Okay, no. So when I
computers.
first started playing computer
Joe's
games,
too young.
this is how it worked, okay? You didn't get a floppy disk with the programming on it. You bought a bulk. And
Yes.
you loaded up your programming language and you wrote out the entire program and had it compiled onto a floppy disk or tape, whatever you had.
I remember cassettes, the cassette tapes.
You had cassette tapes, you had floppy drives, you had all kinds.
Oh,
And then you put, once you were done
Now you got
compiling
thumb
it,
drives.
you would shut the computer off, load it back up with the operating system, pull it out, and then you could play your game.
it would like replace the operating system,
Yeah,
that
your
program.
programming language.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, that's just nuts.
Crazy.
And then, so I remember going from the 1200, 2400 to the 5600 to the 9600 to a 14 Ford. Oh my God, you could download a porn video on a 14 Ford without getting caught.
Nice.
In 4 hours.
No, actually, you could download like a 5-minute porn video. I mean,
5
Or-
minutes.
Fine.
What is that? Just the highlights?
yeah, pretty much.
How long are you watching a video for? I mean, come on.
I got what can I say? I got stamina.
He watched it for the scripting.
You like the 5 minutes. You gotta keep rewinding
Yo,
it and going back.
I'm a sucker for like one of those like movie pornos, like where they you know.
Remake the movie.
Oh yeah, like you know, there was a Seinfeld they redid into a porno. That was awesome. Like, and it's actually like an episode.
that's another thing too. They probably have every style of
Dude,
TV
I'm
show
telling you,
or
man.
movie you want to watch.
Telling you,
I don't think this was the Spider-Man I was looking for.
shoot that web, dude. Ah. Oh, she'd love you if you did that. She would love you, or she better love you
There's
if
a
you do
cartoon
that.
A friend of mine sent me, and it's Spider-Man and Mary Jane, and out came running. He goes, "Sorry," right in her face.
Dude, just gotta watch the hair, man. You don't want to get in trouble,
That red hair.
dude.
Oh, shit.
That's something about Mary. That's like the best
Yeah.
ever.
That hair gel.
The hair gel.
Yo, those ear pods, those ear things that people got now without the wire, they look like that cum shot from that movie. That Ben Stiller fucking cum ear. That's what that shit reminds me of. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, I know precisely what you're talking about. What's that? Oh, hair gel.
Yeah, the
my
hair
God.
gel.
Oh, cool. I
that hair gel?
I don't know if anybody else has had friends try to convince him to jerk off before a date, but I don't think that would ever really happen.
What?
Flogging
It
the
does.
dolphin?
Absolutely.
Have you coached your buddy to, hey, just tug it out real quick before you go out of this date? You've actually said that to a friend?
No, I had someone tell me that back
Really?
when I was young. Oh yeah.
Wow.
That's why that movie was so funny. Because there's guys who would tell friends. I had a friend who told me, he's like, that way you're not fucking all backed up and super horny. Rip one out about an hour or two before the date. Then go take your shower, get ready. You'll be relaxed. You're not going to be super horny. And you'll do better. You'll be more confident, relaxed, and you can have a shot. And the best part, which is true, if you do get her in bed, you'll last longer because you're not ready to blow already.
That's
True, true, true. Well, you know.
But it's not right before. It's a couple hours before.
Yeah, right before be awkward because
You're like wiping up and she's banging on the door.
Hits the doorbell.
Can I use the bathroom real quick?
I got. I'll be there in a minute.
Stomach hurts.
Well, 30 seconds, but I need 30 seconds to pull my pants up.
Dude.
Or
But
it's like,
yeah. Tip: if you, especially if you're not confident or you get overwhelmed with women because you get pent up, whatever. Couple hours before you're supposed to go out, rip one out. Then go take your shower, brush your teeth, put your fucking deodorant on, and light cologne on your wrist.
Very
rub on your-
thorough here with
I'm
the-
not a cologne guy. I've never been
No.
a cologne guy.
Which is fine.
I
But
wore it on my birthday, my 40th birthday. I was like the first time I wore it. I just
You wore cologne?
one spritz. I don't know why.
Did it drive your wife wild?
I had the same bottle probably for almost 10
But-
years now.
the proper way
This
to
is
wear
probably
cologne
still-
is actually you're supposed to spray it in the air and walk through it.
Run through it.
Get out of
Then it
here,
gets in your
man.
eyes and shit.
They're just trying to get you to buy more cologne because you're spraying it fucking everywhere else but on you.
He
Yeah,
doesn't. You want to know something
I
right
spray-
now? This guy doesn't wear deodorant,
Nope.
and he doesn't stink.
No,
Oh,
Never met
no
a per-
odors.
I've never met a person that has never used
Okay,
deodorant,
wait,
and he
here's-
does not
Here's
stink.
the thing: if you use antiperspirant or deodorant, and you stop using it for about a week or two, you're gonna stink really bad. If you don't use it again, as long as you're washing and keeping yourself clean regularly,
I try to
trim my
wash. I
bits.
try to wash
You
every
try
once in a
to-
while.
I try to trim.
but that it works.
I even go on tour. We go on tour for weeks, like no showers for days, and I'm like, I don't smell, do I? He's like, you
I
don't. You're a
shower
dick.
every
I mean,
day.
he stinks,
So on tour,
but he sweats a lot.
what's the craziest thing you've ever seen during a show?
During a
During a show,
During a show while
Like,
you're playing.
while we're playing,
we had a girl jump up on stage and almost take her clothes off once. In Margate that one time. It was stupid. It
Oh.
wasn't on tour, but
at a bar, yeah.
she was like grinding a
It-
pole,
it was
dude. Like,
Valentine's Day.
and we're playing, and I'm like,
they had the
fuck
pole.
it, you know, go for it, man. It was
She
fun.
was asking everyone to be her Valentine. She may have been a
Really?
little tipsy,
Yes,
but
we were all taken.
she
so.
was dancing, and there was a pole, so she was working the pole.
Yes.
Also, it was very entertaining.
What else is it? What
What's
else?
the crazy? Okay, so
The lady
not
throwing
necessarily
money at
We had so
John
we
got a girl made it rain on John once.
I was just gonna say that we had some money rain on us.
I don't know how it happened, but she comes up and she starts spitting money out. I guess
At
we're
me.
so we got first of all we got
fell out of your
tipped.
shorts, didn't it?
I was shocked. No,
I know, right? This is short.
She saw that piece of meat hanging in his drawers, and she was like, I got to give this guy money, bass player, you know.
Because he never gets any action.
John's had the short
I
style.
always wonder, what is with that? Like, I always hear like bass players, they always get like the ugly fat chick of the group of friends.
Oh, dude, that's not true. Not for John.
no.
But
No way.
Okay, but you know.
But women are
Yes.
women like the guitar and the singer and the drummer. They're more out there.
Right, because they do fills and solos. But bass players they're just there. They're like the electricity being on. You know what I'm saying? You take it for granted. The lights just fucking work.
You want another beer?
Yeah.
The
I'll
electricity.
be right back.
You know what I'm saying? Like the drummer does like big crash, and you're like, wow, that's cool because it's different. Bass player's just going like holding that shit
Yeah,
down.
we're doing
you know
what we
I'm
got
saying?
to do.
Yeah, but I mean, John's got some funky licks in there though.
Funky
like-
licks, but no picks.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he does.
Get another.
He's got
I think it's fine, man.
he's got that finger action, ladies.
Yeah.
All my fingers.
All 10. Well, no, you don't use
4.
the one thumb.
4 fingers.
So what's the craziest, weirdest? Sorry, let me.
Go ahead.
What's the craziest thing you've seen? Not necessarily during a show, but while you were out on tour. Whether it was some fucking weirdo.
Oh, dude, okay. We were in Germany, and we had to pick up a dude that dipped out on us the night before. He's like, I'm gonna go to this bar and do a bunch of speed with these chicks. And we're like, okay, well, we'll meet up with you later. We're not gonna hang out with you at this weird place.
Oh,
So
yeah.
in the AM, we all wake up and eat breakfast, bullshit, all that crap. We all get in the van. We're like, where are these two? The two people that were supposed to be with us, you know, dipped out to hang out with these chicks. We go down the road. They're like, oh, we know where this bar is. And it's like, it's East Germany, basically. So it's like literally like the same building for
Leipzig?
miles. Yeah, Leipzig. It was like the same building for miles. Every street you turn down, it's like the same fucking view. It's
Yeah,
like,
it was built by the.
dude, it's insane. It's fucking insane. And we pull up to this corner bar, and it's the AM, and there's this fat dude with his belly hanging out of his fucking gray wife beater because it's so dirty, and he's wearing like no shoes and sweatpants, and he's like 60 something with like,
What?
dude, like fucked up looking guy with apparently there was a fight and there was blood everywhere and glass, and then like there's the two guys that were with us hanging out with the two chicks they left with at this sitting at a table drinking beer, hanging out like, oh hey, what's up guys? How's it going? I'm like, what the fuck? He goes, oh, there was a little fight and shit, and like, and it's just a dingy, gross place with blood everywhere, and this
I don't know why
fat,
there
gross
was- I don't
dude
know why
like
there was
sweeping
blood.
shit up barefoot, dude, like, and everybody was all fucking speeded out weird, and I don't know,
And
dude.
all cool with this weird ass.
Yeah, totally. No, it was totally normal.
Thank God
Apparently,
he wasn't anybody that played in the band, but he was like, on, you know, like on
Dude.
the ride, like on tour with us. But
it was so bizarre, and like, cause one of the chicks was from Texas or some shit, and she was living in Leipzig, like hanging out, and she's
Hey.
a catalyst for poor behavior. I mean, which or whatever you want to say, you know.
My kind of woman.
Hey,
That's
man,
what I say.
She bought us a lot of beers that night, so it was
Hey,
all right.
man.
oh yeah,
It was fucking cold too. I remember that.
Is there anything else?
Yeah, and they shut the heating system off there. Like it's that later.
No,
than-
because it was like a warm 2 weeks. And like, oh, we'll shut it off for the year until
and
when
they
it comes.
can't reheat that.
And then that shit just fucked. It was literally like a Franklin stove or indoor wood burner, but it was 2 stories tall in the bottom floor of the
and
building.
the pipes run through the entire.
And then the
like,
pipes
building.
like spiral out through the building through the multiple floors. It was really fucking bizarre.
It was very cold, and like your pee was making steam when it hits the.
Yeah, clean.
Oh, cold days like
back
that.
of
Yo,
like
but the
back of
cleanest
the,
bathrooms you ever saw. Totally fucking gnarliest looking place on earth. You go to the shitter and it's like fucking hospital
Spotless.
clean. I mean, it's totally graffitied over or whatever, but like totally spotless. Toilet paper,
Okay.
brand new, fluffy. Like it's so bizarre, man.
Like Churchill's, but clean.
like
That was-
Churchill's, but
that
not.
was a show that I played a song. I actually played guitar and sang.
Yes.
And then our other guitar, we had another guitar player at one time. It was a 4-piece. But this other, he poured beer down my butt.
Yeah, he did.
While I was singing.
That's
so,
it.
let me ask you. So you've been playing for a long time. Is there a venue that you refuse to go back to, or you were thrown out of that you're glad you don't ever play anymore?
I won't say refuse to go back to. Some places, most
God,
places are good, but some places, if they're treating people. One place we played, it's closed. I had to leave a driver's license to get a microphone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm not a child. I'm not here to wreck your bar.
And you're paying me, so you hold my check until it's done.
But the thing is, when there are places that don't treat bands like adults, especially if you've been around a while, that's what bothers me.
Well, maybe they thought we were punk ass kids, and then they realized we're not.
Or if they
right?
treat the people that are there badly, if they're ripping people off on drinks or they're just dicks, we won't go back.
I don't know. I feel like we've had more positive stories about
90% of
people
it,
taking care of us.
90% of it's been positive, but every once in a while there's a whatever.
Like we've played shows where like we can't pay you, but so here's a bunch of fucking food and shit. Like we've
Awesome.
or like like it always seems to work
Yeah.
out. Even if
Yeah.
it's a bad time, we still somehow fucking
Yeah.
They
something
can't pay
positive
you?
happens.
I think there's been more times.
We
where we
play a
didn't
show, no one
expect how
shows
much
up, and the
money we
promoter's
got,
gonna lose his ass,
You know?
or lost his ass, or there's just no money because there was no door,
And you can't, yeah.
and you're like, well,
You can't get blood from a rock.
yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
Unless you bash
I
the
mean,
head.
but if they get us drunk and they fed us dinner, and
Yeah, that's cool.
fuck it, dude. It is what it is.
Yeah,
Shit
you
happens.
try the best you can.
And it's punk rock. It ain't fucking Hollywood, dude. This
Yeah,
is
it's
like the
not-
real
it's not gonna
world.
draw everybody.
We're not doing a bunch of covers.
We played house shows for people, and they were the fucking greatest shows of our lives, dude. And like, I mean, and what 40 people are there, but it's the smallest venue in the world, and
And
people are
it's awesome.
climbing over each other. It's incredible.
So where's your favorite? Did you have a favorite venue you like playing in South Florida?
Ooh.
Like that
it's-
place that
it's-
feels like home.
It's Poorhouse.
Yeah.
It's Poorhouse. There's
Poorhouse
no
would
other
be
place.
the best.
That's Fort Lauderdale, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That's like
It's-
probably where we get
But it's
most
been
people.
so long.
The PA is fucking like, It's like
Just
it's
you feel
like
at home.
it's average +1. There you can't hear your vocals when you sing there. The acoustics suck. You like flying blind almost the whole time.
That's always good.
But like it's totally fucking home. It really is, dude. And actually other people that we're friends with in bands are like, I don't know why, but y'all seem to play Poorhouse like it sounds perfect when you play there. And I don't know how because we can't fucking hear it. But
Maybe
whatever the
that's
fuck
better.
whatever the fuck we're doing, it seems to work. So we just keep doing
Now,
it the
is there
same
a
way.
place that you guys feel you guys sound amazing at? Like that the acoustics are great. The
Dude,
sound-
I mean, there's
is
dude
there-
sound systems like believe it or not, Prop has a great sound system. They fucking
yeah.
if you got the right guy
Or girl.
mixing you or
Yeah.
she's fucking awesome. Sarah, props.
Yes.
Or Justice is he's
Yeah.
like our #1 fan in West Palm, I swear. And every time we play, he fucking shows up. He goes, "I'm gonna mix you tonight." I'm like, "I'm gonna fuck, man. Go back there, have a good time."
Yeah, it's awesome.
Um,
Yeah, they take
but
care of us too.
they got good sound, good equipment. Believe it or not, Churchill's has good sound. They're shitty bathrooms, but good sound. I mean,
Hey,
we've never had a bad experience.
Unless you shit in the green
Like-
room.
Yeah, don't shit in the green room, Joe.
No, the green room. Not in the green room.
Not
but-
no, not on the green
You
room,
use
in the green room.
bathroom in the green room. That's the only one. That's,
But Churchill's, depending on when you play it or the night you're playing it, is a different animal every time. Depending on who books a show, how many fucking bands, how weird is it, how dead is it? Like, cause dude, we played at Churchill's in front of 20 people. We played Churchill's in front of fucking 300 people. Like,
you
what
don't
do you
know.
You have no idea what's gonna fucking happen.
You guys have been doing punk for a fucking long time for a band.
Yeah.
Have you seen the fans, the core crowd? I mean, you've had to see some kind of metamorphosis as the people who are in the scene regularly get older, get more responsibilities, have to leave the scene, and the new wave come in. Like, what's that like? Like, because there's got to be some transition going from like all the mohawks and leather jackets to whatever it was, ripped shirts or whatever that.
No, and like generations come and go. Yeah, for real. Like when we first started, it's funny. Okay, when we first started playing, we were almost not heavy enough. Okay, and I would say our sound is fairly consistent over the years. I don't fucking know, but first started playing, it's like we weren't heavy enough, and everybody was like, shock and awe, and we're fucking pissed, we need a reason to fucking get mad, and then. A few years down the road, we noticed that we were heavier than everybody else. Like, everybody seemed to get lighter. Like, emo was in. That whole acoustic fucking whatever shit was starting. So there's all these punk shows that had, like, more emo pop acts, So we were like the heavy band. And then 5-6 years later, everybody's doing fucking doom metal or whatever the fuck,
Whatever it is.
Grindcore's back. And then we're fucking lighter again. It's like, we're like in the middle and the wave just goes up and down, So... I don't know. We just try to fucking put some fucking oomph in that shit and just be like, this is us. Fuck you. Like, this is what we play. We don't really bend our style to the generation. I mean, I like to think that we cherry pick our favorite parts of punk rock and put them all in the same song. Because you can't say we play old school. You can't say we play new school. But we're somewhere fucking in that, I don't know.
Somewhere in there.
We're somewhere in punk rock playing some shit.
So let me ask you this. What, musician, I mean, you mentioned old school rap, but what other musical talents, musicians, etc., that might surprise people that helped influence and that do influence your music?
Totally a band nerd. Band nerd right here. My brother's a band nerd too. Joe Jit, were you a band nerd?
I was in a guitar class. That's it. I never played flute or any type.
Every boy plays the flute.
Wow.
Totally a band nerd. I was like growing up. Our parents, me and John, our mom played guitar, and our sisters played piano, and we dicked around and we took piano lessons, and we did.
You can play the trumpet.
John's trumpet, cornet. I played trombone.
Play the flutophone.
I did jazz band and shit. I mean, we luckily enough, I mean, at least John and I, there's enough musical influence from all sides, like our whole life.
But I mean, is there any particular band or genre? I'm probably pronunciating it wrong.
Punk rock spoke to me. I can tell you that when I was a kid, I was totally metal, like in middle school and shit. I know it sounds funny. But
No,
back in '86, I was like so fucking metal.
White Snake.
But it turns out like those dudes weren't. Like, their music was cool and tough and all, but those dudes were all a bunch of fucking nerds sitting on their bed, fucking not being cool and tough.
Well, let's be honest. Most musicians were not tough guys in middle school and high school.
But at the same time, I was listening to, like, punk rock and shit, too. Like, I had, like, Def Leppard fucking records and Dead Kennedys records. Like, literally, I still do, right next to each other in my record collection. And, but, like, and when I got older, I was like, but these punk rock kids are... the people they're acting like when they sing.
They're not acting; they're just being themselves.
Like where these metalheads are just a bunch of fucking pussies playing fucking tough guy music.
But
like that was the thing that I realized. I was like, fuck those guys. Those guys are bitches. I remember seeing a band. I was like, you guys are like ballerinas. I mean, you're awesome and your music's strong and you play well, but
you're not who you're portraying.
You're not the fucking guy singing that fucking shit. You're just singing that shit.
And you just made up something that you thought sounded cool or good.
Yeah, and then like punk rock was like the truth, man. These people are those.
Yeah,
people.
My dad kicked me out. Now I'm living on the street, and I'm gonna go sit here and get with this girl. So I got a place to stay tomorrow.
The ideas are real. The lyrics are real. It's about your community, and you know what I mean. And like, it wasn't about escapism. It was about fucking telling you what the fuck's going on. And I thought that was dope as shit. And it really spoke to me.
I went to get a job, and the boss man called me boy, so I punched him in the face, and now I'm going to jail.
No, but like Dead Kennedys when I was young was like the shit. I remember like big time fan of Dead Kennedys.
I mean, that's just types of things that come to my head when I think of punk rock growing up and listening to it.
I mean, don't get me wrong. We had a fucking cool family. Like all our friends had like broken homes, dude, and we're like, yo, man, I kind of like my dad. He's fucking cool. I mean, we're nothing alike. Don't get me wrong. He's my dad's a fucking saint, and we are his heathen children, so to speak.
You're the heathen.
But You know, like they were always cool, man. Like it's, don't start no shit, won't be no shit. You know, like handle your business and everything's great.
You're the weight he has to bear from being a saint.
Yeah, I don't know, and
You're his cross that he's got to bear.
Look, do the stuff you got to do, and then you don't have to get in trouble, and then
Yeah.
you can do what you want and not get harassed.
As long as you don't get caught.
Well, 80s suburbia, man. There's a lot of shit going on in the woods and vacant lots.
Empty lots that were grown over.
Dude, I'm telling you, man.
I know. I was.
South Florida in the 80s was fucking awesome.
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
Like we
what
got
pe-
lucky. It sucks now.
Well, people don't
for
remember,
kids.
like in the 80s.
Halloween in the 80s was
No,
Dude.
80s here. I grew up here in Palm Beach County.
Okay.
Okay. I remember
It
you
was
could.
even less populated then for you.
Oh yeah, you could walk to the convenience store a couple miles down the road, not necessarily the one right next to your house, but there's always a gas station where it didn't matter how old you were, you could buy beer. You rode your bike, you put the fucking beer in the bag on your handlebar, rode back. I got stopped one time by a sheriff's deputy. You know what he did?
What?
Loaded my bike and the beer into the trunk of his car and took me home.
Oh my god.
Because you don't need no kid getting hit on his bike going down 441.
Right, it was a bigger issue. Death instead of just
Yeah.
drinking.
He didn't take your beer?
No.
What?
Yeah, cops now, boy.
Oh, you got to also understand, I lived west of 441.
Oh yeah.
I did not know that the cops actually patrolled
It
out
was
there.
west of 441 in the 80s.
Not much there, but
Not
yeah.
much.
Horse farms,
Dude,
orchard,
You're
orchards.
talking like southern, like up there?
No, Lake Worth Road
Oh, wow.
area.
Dude, so that's like almost you're getting into fucking sugarcane almost.
Yeah, well, there was a lot of
Yeah.
orange groves back there.
Yeah.
That's cool.
In fact, when we were living there, they were first building the Polo Club, and then
Oh,
after
wow.
that was being built, because there was all horse training fields out and mostly there, and then but growing up, the only cops we ever saw were FWC.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Like people like there's deer in Florida. I'm like, dude, I remember seeing deer fucking in people's backyards growing up.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. Especially out there.
You know, I mean, it's definitely changed, fucking
Gotta love
massively.
population, man.
But yeah, it was a different era.
Everybody wants to move down here.
You know, I mean, I remember growing up, Lantana Road in 441. There was this like flea bit motel, and the sheriff's office was out there every other week, taking down one of the rooms for dealing drugs or prostitution.
Hell yeah.
I mean, that's just what it was.
I remember Lantana back in the day. The National Enquirer giant Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Yes.
We used to fucking drive up there. And
Yeah,
for that
I always remember
every
that
year.
too. My parents took me to see that.
That was like the
Fuck, I remember
80s
that
greatest
shit.
thing ever. Back
All right,
then.
so little, what's now Boca.
And it used to be, and it actually used to be cold. I remember at one time when you would
Down
go
here.
there. Yeah, like
Yeah.
it was seriously like I remember. It was,
Did you
I
ever
moved
remember
down from
hearing
New
about
York.
Denny's Hideaway growing up?
Deanie's Hideaway on
It
Hillsboro.
closed.
It's finally gone
Yeah,
now.
yeah. It's gone now.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
gone.
It
What?
got sold.
It's got
closed.
that dude probably made a fortune
Oh,
on
yeah.
that property too.
That was always like
I
South.
hear they were giving away a bunch of free mattresses before it closed.
That's just actually, you know what? You could probably buy it and just save it and like sell it back to one of those pervs when they get old and nostalgic.
So what is this? Is it
eBay
a
that
is it a
bitch,
new-
dude.
Is it a new
No, it's- they're-
exclusive club?
They're gonna knock it down.
Actually,
Oh,
I
yeah.
work right next.
It was
to
a swingers club.
Yeah.
Yes.
It
Back
was
in the day before people talked about being a swinger.
but
That's
there-
like it's
it-
like trapeze. That's another one. isn't it?
Trapeze right by my job actually.
It was, but
441.
Place
Deanie's
still open?
has been there so long. There was nothing out there when that
Yeah.
was built.
Yeah, well, that
So
was
they
why it was out there.
Deliberately put it in the middle of nowhere to not be a bother.
Well, not to not be a bother, so no one saw who was going there.
Of course.
Come on, it's like they have the secret handshake.
Well, no, it's
We just
because
grab the rod right away.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, but it was a place where you could have privacy. The cops, look, the cops are paid off. They did not let people sit out there and see who was going out that way.
No, never.
So you could go out there, the cops turned a blind eye, and if you were someone prominent in South Florida and you had whether you were into swapping
Whatever.
or you were gay, whatever it was,
At least it was in
a
one place,
It was one
and it
place you could
was-
go where you knew no one was going to bust in, no one was going to black.
Where nobody knows your name.
Yeah.
You know, and it's one of the.
Bum,
It's
bum,
funny.
bum,
Yeah.
It's like Cheers.
So I grew up here in West Palm.
That's
so
like is
there
he
was
gonna open up a new club called Cheers?
there's two places I was told I was not supposed to go as a young adult: the Hideaway and the Plush Pony.
I don't know Plush Pony. I don't know.
Plush Pony is probably one of the roughest redneck bar,
It sounds
honky
like a
tonks
gay
in South
redneck
Florida.
bar if it's the Plush Pony.
Nowadays.
No, it's still a place you'll get
Plushy
stabbed and
Where is that?
Kirk and Military. I
Didn't
want
we
to say.
get
or
booked there once?
I mean, it's a rough friggin' bar,
Okay.
but they open late. They're like Frenchies. They've just been there forever.
Right,
I mean,
right.
the names never change. So, go back a bar name. The
I
Plush
always,
Pony.
I always try to avoid a redneck bar at all costs.
No, Frenchies is a special bar in South Florida.
Really? I never heard of it.
Yeah.
Really?
We hang out at Porthole Pub. You ever been to
Porthole Pub, that's a...
We used to live across the street from that place.
Frenchies is the only bar in Palm Beach County that has a 22-hour liquor license.
It's dope.
Oh, that's not true. Because there is another
No,
bar.
fucking, what's it called? Over there by the bowling alley.
Yeah, but I actually do.
In Palm Beach County?
Yes,
They're in
Boca
Boca.
Raton is pop, right? Boca Raton.
It's Nippers.
There's a place-
Nippers.
No.
Nippers
They have a
problem.
22-hour serving license?
It's actually
It's
long.
never closed. I
Yeah.
swear they
No,
don't
I'm not talking
close.
about never closed. I mean, they literally
They- listen,
they only
listen,
stop serving for
listen,
an
they
hour and a
have-
half, 2 hours.
No,
to
not
clean.
Nippers.
And they stay
that's
open.
another one. But
Nippers had a problem.
there's another one, and I actually do pest control
By
at-
Sandalfoot
to
Road?
a rehabilitation place that's actually next door to it. But they actually have. So this is a great story. So yeah, there actually is a bar, and they have a packaged goods 22 hours open. The bar is open. The bar is literally closed from 5 a.m. till 7 a.m. And I remember I used to do in between my low voltage work and the pest control, I actually painted tennis courts at one time. So
Oh, that's right. I remember that.
we used to have a warehouse that was right behind that bar. And if it was raining all day, we couldn't work. You can't paint tennis courts when it's raining. So we would go to this bar at like 7 o'clock in the morning, 7:30 in the morning. The guy, like our boss would be like, "All right, well the day's shot. You guys want to hang out?" And we were like, "Well, what are we gonna do? We're just gonna hang around all day." And this is my early 20s. We would hang out at this bar from like 8 to like 9 in the morning and drink at the bar.
Yeah,
And then get liquor from the place because they would sell. I mean, like I said, they were pretty much open almost 24
Oh
hours.
no, Frenchies literally doesn't close because their liquor license, the way it's structured, they have to stop serving for an hour. They have to
Yeah.
clean.
Yeah,
Right.
Wait,
right.
wait,
that's how this place
Like
was.
reset
It was like a
the
2 hour
place.
window.
yeah, they have to reset, but they don't.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's a great place.
Man, I can't stay up that late anymore, man.
Oh, I
No.
can't either, but I work nights, so when you get off work at 5, 6 in the morning,
Yeah.
that's
you're
the
fucked.
end of my work day.
See,
Like,
yeah.
That's different. Yeah.
That's brave, too.
I thought it was so weird
That
that this
overnight
place
work
is next
is,
to, like, a-
is... Dude, that shit's
That's
rough
hard, yeah.
as shit, dude. Like, that 3 to 5 a.m. fucking time is, like, the worst time.
How do you go to Alcoholics Anonymous and there's a bar next door? And you're like,
you make a
same thing.
choice.
There's usually a Dunkin' Donuts next to all the AA places, too.
Coffee place.
there actually, no, there isn't. There's a Taco Bell and a McDonald's near there.
Well, splitting hairs, you know.
Yeah. Get an egg McMuffin and a coffee.
Let me get an egg
Sure.
McMuffin and a...
Or should I get an egg McMuffin?
You get an OJ with it so you can make your McMosa
McMosa.
in the parking lot with your swill bottle. For
Wow.
real.
So,
And
Awesome.
oh, sorry, I don't mean to.
It's
But
all right, it's all right.
before it goes too deep in the weeds that no one else can follow along,
I'm a dick.
no, that's fucking fine.
Fucking
Sorry
Joe.
about that.
Did you guys?
Sports
Now,
ball alert.
So you guys started the band. Was it your first and only band you guys have had? That's
no,
so
I've been in quite a few bands. Same with John. But like after I graduated high school, I ended up moving out to my mom's house because our folks are split up. My brother already lived there. We're just dicking around, and I was like, "Why don't we just start a fucking band? Who cares? Like, we'll write some bullshit tunes and play some shows. That's the thing, you know." And we were always music people, and we already had the instruments too. And so I had a buddy. He was booking shows somewhere. I booked us a show, and then we found our drummer and had practice for the first time. So we had 35 days to come up with a half an hour of fucking music. That's how the band started, really. I booked a show before we were even a band. And I picked the name The Shakers because it doesn't mean anything. It's
Very
fucking
generic.
generic. You know, I was like, people aren't going to be able to tell what the fuck we do if we're called The Shakers because it's
What are you guys playing? Jazz? You playing some?
Yeah, we don't have
Ska-
we don't have a name
ska
that says we're
music.
hardcore. We don't have some Knuckle Dragon hardcore name. Or
So how
some,
about
like,
Knuckle Dragon Hardcore Shakers?
no?
Yes.
But
That
you know
sounds
what
like
I'm
a
saying?
rough
So,
hand job.
It was totally random,
Oh.
and the first show was a fucking
Knuckle
disaster.
Dragon.
It was a disaster. The first show, it was. We had like 4 good songs, and then the rest was like,
Crap.
I hope this shit fucking sticks, kind of shit.
Throw it to the wall and hope some of it
Yeah,
stays.
for real. And then,
That's like everybody's first
but
show.
yo, that first show was terrible. But at the same time,
And where
like,
was this at?
This was at the Coral Springs City Center, and they were having punk shows.
That was I remember that.
It was the second one they ever did.
That was my youth.
If
as,
Joe
like, a
Jit was
young
like in
kid,
fucking
man.
middle school when
I
we
was
did
like
this.
13 or 14 when they used to do that, and my dad would drop me off. The shows wouldn't start till after 10 o'clock, and my dad would drop me off on a Friday night, and he's like, midnight, your ass better be outside. And he actually came in during a show. I didn't come out. The show was running late, and he actually fucking came in there when there was like a mosh pit, and fucking he was just like,
Okay, so let me ask you this. So you guys, everyone here, so is there anything like just weird? Is there anything like that you ever saw from your dad that was like you were just talking about, because that's what just came to mind, that was like out of character that you saw your dad do, whether it was like your dad was peaceful and one day you saw him like all of a sudden get violent with somebody, or like your dad just walked in through a mosh pit and snatched you up?
so.
Your dad was taking people out.
All right,
Yo,
well,
his dad's hyped
let
though.
me-
His
let me
dad's
just-
hyped, dude.
All right, so
Or like if your dad's hype, like all of a sudden you saw him be humble to someone like
I got
you
a
wouldn't
good one.
expect.
I got a good one. So, I am I'm probably in my, I'm playing Little League Baseball in my, 11, 12. And, so on my team, a friend of mine, he's at bat. May rest in peace. I always say this time because he's not with us now. He's a good friend of mine. But at the time, he was up to bat, and we're in Little League, and we're losing by a lot of points. And now this umpire is like getting tired of playing the game because we're losing by like 10 runs. And obviously the ball hits the plate, and the guy calls a strike 3, right? So my friend strikes out, and he starts crying. And my dad is the coach of the baseball team at this time. So picture this. My dad sees this, and he knows that this thing is a ball, and he goes, He goes, what the fuck are you doing? He goes, and my friend Nick is walking back crying. He goes, he knows this is a strikeout, and he should be walking. And he's like, I know we're down 10 runs, but these fucking kids want to play. He goes, that's not fucking right. So the umpire decides to say, hey, old man. He goes, go back to the dugout and sit down. My dad said, really? My dad runs over there, grabs the guy, and starts swinging on him and hitting him. And you got a picture. My dad's probably my age, probably at this time, in his 40s. And this dude's probably 19, 20.
40. You can't say 40s
In
yet.
his 40s.
Well,
40 for a
sorry.
week.
40, or in that range of
Yeah.
like a little older than that, I would say. He's probably... So... A kid that's probably in his 20s is probably capable of, if you're in shape, to probably fight someone. My dad just started trucking on this dude. And I've never seen that before. I've never seen my dad like go after somebody like that. He's a hothead. He's Italian. And I guess I get that. And like, but he's like, he doesn't take shit. He's not a really big guy, but I mean, he's a fucking...
He's like
a
Joe
brute.
Pesci.
He's a brute, and he's like a mafioso guy. And this dude he just said the wrong thing, and my mom is in the crowd going,
Swoop!
"No, what are you doing?
Stop!
What are you doing
In front of the kids!
and
The
guy
kids!"
still got like his he's like grabbing the mask and like winging on him, and like everybody on my team's like, yeah, holy shit, like your dad's doing that, like
Your
what the
dad's a fucking psycho, dude.
like, yeah. So it's not a good thing to do. So he ended up getting. They were trying to kick him out of the league, but another good friend of mine, his mother was the president of the baseball league.
A
and she
friend of the
said-
family spoke to somebody
Yeah,
who knew
she said-
somebody.
I knew somebody who knew somebody.
She's like, you can't totally kick him out of the league, so at least he can maybe sit in the crowd, and he shouldn't have been doing that.
Oh
so
my God.
I remember a conversation over McDonald's with my dad, icing his hand, and he's like, that wasn't the right thing to do, but the guy said something that
was inappropriate.
That's the first. I think that's probably the only time I ever seen my dad like swing on hit somebody. I've heard stories of him telling me because I mean he was in Vietnam, so he's a little.
What about you guys?
I've never seen Dad
Dude,
out of
Dad's
character.
totally cool. He's never got freaked out on anything, I don't think.
Not even freaked out. Just something that was out of character. Where like
No.
nothing. He's always just been the same. You never.
Super consistent.
Yes.
Wow. I the only reason why he brought that up, was talking about, and I remember one of the first times as a young teenager, my dad dropped me off at the movies, as we all did back at the day, and picked us up afterwards. And my dad was waiting out in front of the doors. I came out, said goodbye to my date while her dad took her. Mm-hmm. And as I was saying that, all of a sudden I heard my dad turn to some 19, 20-year-old kid and go, "If you flick your ash towards my eye again, I'm going to make you swallow that fucking cigarette."
Dude, yeah.
Nice.
My dad did not talk like that. My dad, proper businessman.
Right.
Always, you don't curse. Well, I heard him say that. I was like,
Yeah.
who the fuck is that?
Dude, that's crazy.
So I was just like, whoa.
It's that tone, man. My dad hear that. When I hear that
Yeah.
tone, I know that. I was like,
No, it's time to.
it's time. He's been in business right
Yeah.
now.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
no. I mean, we'd always hear our mother yell at traffic. For sure. Like, no problem. Like, fucking, you name it, dude. Yelling at traffic.
So let me ask you, I mean, with him now, 15 years, like, what's it take to get that kind of chemistry and not have someone lose their shit and walk away? I mean, what's the average lifespan of a group of people together?
He's talking
If they're-
Maybe 4 weeks.
He talks about losing their shit. So this goes to where we were talking
Yeah.
about how like me and Pat argue all the time.
Well,
at
it's...
practice. So that
Yo, half the time we argue about saying the same exact fucking sentence.
Yeah.
Just saying it slightly different?
Yeah, I'm like, that's what I said,
I might
asshole.
have
He's
to
like, that's what I
trans-
said,
I
asshole.
might have to
if
translate.
you know Pat, sometimes he comes in looking for a fight because he knows I'll react.
No, I say it because...
Well, sometimes you're on Hinge.
It's
The work-
'cause he's
his
my little
job-
brother.
His job
You
pisses
know what
him
I'm
off,
saying?
So his job pisses him off a lot.
If
so.
I come to work pissed off, or if I come to work, if I come to practice like right out of work, fucking mad, it's because we practice like, I got like an hour between work and practice, Sometimes I'll fucking show up like,
If
don't
that.
even fucking say anything today. Like, just let, you want it? You want a piece of this today? Like you know
Yeah.
what I mean? But, it's more like little brother, big brother shit between us. I mean, let's face it.
Well, I mean, you got a third in the mix and all that.
I mean,
so,
don't get me wrong. There's times where Joe's chased me around trying to fight me, and there's times where I chase Joe around trying to fight him. Like it's not it's not unheard of. I remember in Germany once he was talking shit. I go, I'm gonna beat your fucking ass, and I literally like try to chase him down. He starts like running. We're literally playing in like the basement of a castle.
Dungeon. It was a dungeon.
It was literally the basement of a fucking castle. Okay, and he's running up these fucking stairs to go to the street level.
Yeah.
And I'm like, come back here, motherfucker, trying to grab his fucking ankle. Like,
Oh, that's love.
I mean, I don't know. I think at any given time, either one of us could beat each other up at,
Yeah.
depending on the day. We
Yeah.
never will, because it's just
And
pointless.
I'm in the middle. When Spike was with us, the two of us would listen to Pat and Joe, and we would just look at each other and be like,
Yeah, but Spike would throw that dad look.
oh, he would
You know,
instigate
he would
too.
be that, yeah, he was. He was
So, but how do you guys, is it just humbleness or respect for each other that you don't hold a grudge and you move past
yeah,
it?
we're family. I don't know what it is. I've known.
It's
I mean, because you know what I'm talking about. You guys have been in the business long enough. You've seen bands come and go.
Look, there's no ego problems. Like we're the first ones to tell you that we fucking can't play for shit. Like all of us, we're always like, this could be better. We're kind of fucking, kind of slapdash. Here
I
and there.
do make fun of that sometimes because he's starting to do some solos now. I do make fun of him, but it's lighthearted though. Like he starts to do something, I'll tell him he sucks sometimes because it's funny.
No, but don't get me wrong. We
It's
also
good.
we also pick on each other because like
Joe
sometimes
plays it the same way every time.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Joe says I play it the same way every time.
Exactly.
But he doesn't
I'm always
play
in
it the
time.
same way every
If he says you play that too fast, I go, you're just old.
No, and then- and-
Joe, you're off
and
about
It's
this
really
much.
not. I was
This
playing
much.
too fast. You just probably maybe drank
No,
an
and
extra
then-
beer or something.
And
I
then we
think it was
both
just-
look at John and go, "Who's right?" And John has to go.
And sometimes I'm
well,
like,
it was
some-
a little fast. And
Sometimes,
then-
sometimes it's Joe. Like Joe, it's a little fast. Or Pat, like
You're just a little old.
I don't know what you were doing.
sometimes I have to play a riff and I fuck it up. I just put my hands in the air and just go, make a little noise for a minute, and then when the next part started, I just
I'm the only one
Jump
that
back
plays
in.
at the same speed every time.
oh dear.
But he always plays it right.
Johnny Marbles, dude. Don't
Joe
ever-
plays it the same way every time.
Same way every time.
Johnny Marbles. Don't mess with him.
Oh shit.
No,
Yeah.
but back to what you were saying, longevity is y'all have to have the same expectations.
That's a good thing to say.
And y'all have to show up to practice, and you have to want to do it, even though it ultimately we're not going to make millions of dollars doing this,
We're not going to make thousands of dollars doing this.
but we might make hundreds.
We're going to make lots of hundreds of
It took
dollars.
us 25 years to make $1,000.
You might not lose it. I
Oh, Joe,
was gonna say you might not lose money.
So
No.
No, we don't. We never lose money.
But
I
I
mean,
was making the joke because
it all pays for itself, really. I mean, it's not like we can't quit our fucking jobs. If a label would go, hey, we want you to do a record for us, and be like, well, what?
how
what
much
are
you gonna pay us?
They're like, well, you tour. I'm like, well, what are you gonna? How are you gonna get us $1,000 a week? You gonna get us enough
Each,
money to?
not total.
Yeah, like you gonna be able to make sure we can pay our fucking bills? Because
It's a big sacrifice.
We're not
and-
25.
playing
We just
here
want to
and
go on
there,
tour and fucking
you
get
know?
drunk every night. Like I've gotten drunk every night. I don't want to anymore. Like,
Yeah,
I want to
and-
play shows, have a great time. Don't get me fucking wrong, and I want to drink a beer with everybody, but like you got to pay your fucking bills. I don't want to live like a fucking
I barely-
18-year-old
I barely
kid,
drink maybe
dude.
a beer or two a show. Like,
Well-
if that, because I can't.
we all-
John's drinking more these days, though.
Yes.
Anyway, but back, yeah, a little bit. I might have 2 beers, but realistically, you got to have the same expectations, and it's gonna sound dumb, but everybody's got to show up to practice. You can't have one guy be all crazy and messed up, and everybody else beat you. You all got to be in the same.
Same level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either you're all staying sober before you play, or you're all having
But-
only a couple, or
But
you're
y'all
all getting
gotta want
wasted.
the
All
same
on,
thing.
Look, and we, I mean, we fucking religiously practice. Like people go, you sound so tight. I go, we play twice a week, fucking no matter what.
They
the
get
fuck.
mad if I cancel too, because
Like we even if we have no new shit, we still fucking play, dude.
Yeah.
Just
You have to
I like to play
practice.
music. I mean,
have to
Joe likes
practice.
to. Joe's a spaz, dude. If Joe doesn't play drums, dude, he gets fucking cranky, dude.
now, have you guys ever considered doing a cover or a remake of a song?
We do. I mean, on this Not the Shakers
Yeah.
album, we do. Pompano Beach is actually Ramones Rockaway Beach.
There you
But
go.
we just changed the words a little
And
bit.
on Krabby Road, we do another cover.
Yeah, we do a Tom Petty cover on Krabby Road. That's
We
American
actually
Girl.
do tons of covers, but we don't like. It depends on.
It hasn't been released.
I can't say they're always crowd favorite covers, but they're important songs. I don't know. Like, we always have this debate. Picking a cover song to play at a fucking show is fucking impossible. Everybody goes, man, I'd love to do this song. You're like, really? It's so fucking...
Overplayed.
Everybody does that song, you know? So, like, that argument is, like...
Dude, do
never
Ring
ending.
of Fire!
No, we argue over what to
No, but
pick.
every band we've ever been in,
Yeah.
dude, what cover you do? Oh, let's do this. No, man.
Freebird!
fuck that. Right. So,
But no one ever covers Tuesday's Gone. It really upsets me.
who's that sad?
I love that song. Go fuck yourself.
I'm not saying it's bad, but you got to be
Who's
like
that
drunk
sad?
and sad, dude.
Oh, how about Give Me 3 Steps?
Oh,
But you better be in a country band playing that song.
Why? That's fucking Leonard Skinner fucking rock.
But
Hey,
it's
come
not
on.
a bad song.
maybe if you're playing punk shows in Jacksonville.
That's true.
I'm just saying.
Hey, if it'll work in Jacksonville, I'll come out and see you guys there. If you
But
play
you
that
can see
song.
us here. It's way closer.
Well, you said you're not going to play it here.
Oh, it's
Well, just play it in
Skinner.
Jacksonville.
We can't do Skinner. We can't do Skinner.
I-
Come
yeah.
on.
Wait a minute, didn't we?
I love CCR though, man.
Yeah, we didn't we actually. Well, not this band. Another band that I played in with him. We actually did Sweet Home Alabama, but it was Sweet Home Margate.
It was bad.
It was terrible, but it was a little.
I mean, when you're
awesome.
really
I mean,
drunk and you're like the
I
last.
have
band,
done one in my life.
So let me ask you this: just have you had a show that was like, it was just a fucking train wreck, but for whatever reason, people still had a great time, and you guys had a great time, even though you're like, what the fuck's happening now? What the fuck? Like anything that could possibly go wrong was going wrong. Train wreck.
We've had,
a lot of train wrecks, I think.
yeah,
Or
like
where
the-
you had a great time at the same time, and the crowd did too.
Usually, when my drum starts flying away from me, I get angry.
Remember that time that Dan Bonebreak jumped into your drum set during your
Oh
set?
God! Oh my God!
I don't know if that was a train wreck. We were all really drunk.
That was
and it was a lot of
actually-
fun.
It's not. Yeah, it was probably one of the best shows ever, and somebody dared. So the guy that
It was-
you
it
saw
was
when
his
you saw us
40th
play
birthday.
the Wolfface show.
Yeah.
All right, that guy, that man, that wonderful gentleman that was playing bass.
He's
he
a legend.
decided-
Dan's a legend.
He decided to jump into me
While he was playing.
while we were playing, and he managed not to destroy my drum set, but like he literally.
Didn't he punch you in the dick though? or
Well, he
something?
no.
Punch you in the dick or
No,
you
no,
get
he
a
did
dick
not.
raise?
He literally flew over the drum set at the last song. He told a friend of ours, he goes, I'm doing this. He goes, I think you should do this. And he did it. And he ran at the last song, and I look and I see him, and he hit me in the chest like a football move. Like he literally flew in the air
Flying tackle.
and like knocked over my forearm, and like he had the biggest black and blue bruise.
Yo, he was kind of beat up from that
Yeah,
shit.
he was beat up
actually.
from it. But he did it, and I was like, wow, what the fuck?
That was his
that?
40th
It was
birthday.
hilarious.
That was his 40th birthday. I remember.
Was it?
It was a poorhouse, and it was
Wow.
us, and I can't remember who played. Was it Gray and Orange too?
Maybe.
It might have been.
Maybe.
And but yeah, it was like, I mean that's balls if you ask me. I ain't trying to fuck a drum to a drum set, dude. That
No.
shit. It's like
I don't think he tried to like
diving
ruin-
into an
he didn't
empty
try to-
pool. What are you, a fucking
He
moron?
didn't try to
dude?
ruin the drum set. He just tried to like.
Ruin you.
I
I'm
mean,
gonna-
he
I'm
like.
gonna stage dive into an empty pit
For real, that's what it's like, dude. I fuck that,
or a
man.
very small.
I mean, that shit hurts.
It was
man.
amazing, and he's like, I'm never gonna do that again. But that was like, he was bruised. Like his leg was fucked up from that shit. He didn't hurt me, but it was hilarious.
But we played a feed store once back in the day. That was pretty stupid.
That was with Jesse.
Yeah.
That was in
Dude,
Davie. Yeah.
Fucking Davie, like in the middle of nowhere. We played like
Any place else like that?
We actually played.
Dad's Donuts.
We played
Wait,
the
donut
original.
shop?
Didn't we play the original like the schoolhouse for a wedding?
Davie Schoolhouse.
The Davie
Yes, we did.
Schoolhouse. That shit's
that was
old
awesome.
school.
We played a wedding.
The
We played multiple
auditorium?
weddings actually.
Yes.
It was really cool. It's very. I feel honored to sing such, you know.
Yeah, we don't change our set. For
Yeah, we don't
weddings.
change our songs for weddings. You get fucking pissed off punk rock still.
If you want covers, we'll give you the covers that we want.
Yeah.
That's
well,
it.
But do you like an artist? Okay, we'll play the song we want
Yes.
from them. But there is no
It,
specifics.
it may not sound good, but we do weddings, we do bar mitzvahs, we do bar mitzvahs, we do
Yeah.
quinceañeras.
Quinceañeras.
Yeah.
See.
Fuck yeah, dude. You think? I don't know if we could pull off a quinceañera.
We do halftime shows.
La
We'll
Bamba.
do a halftime show. We're not paying for the halftime show. Suck that.
Yo, man,
What?
we got to do a sporting event. I want to do like a.
Wait,
fucking-
wait a minute. Didn't we do a roller derby
No.
event?
No, we were
God.
supposed to.
Didn't.
It got
Oh,
canceled.
okay. I thought we did.
We never did a sporting event.
Okay.
I want to play the national anthem and totally ruin it.
That'd be awesome.
Okay, let me ask you this: have you ever played where you were in the set, higher up in the set list of the bands, and like the band right before you just totally fucking like killed it? So
Yeah.
A lot of times. I mean, I'd like to think it happens less now because we're pretty good now. But like back in the day, we played with bands and they would just fucking crush, and you're like,
And then you got to go on after.
Yep.
I mean, it's not like we're virtuosos here. We're not Rush, you know.
Thank God.
Like, and especially back in the day, it was like back in the day, it was we took our lumps, man. We did.
But that happens. Every band does.
Yeah.
But now I feel like, I mean, there was a point in time, like I'd say around like 2001, where we would still play first, but we'd fucking literally kick.
We'd be that band.
There was a point in time we actually started becoming that band, and I was like,
That's
okay,
when you
now
started
we're
moving up.
fucking good, you know.
And that's where you guys started moving up. In the
Yeah,
set.
but like if for a
I think
long
that's when I
time,
joined the band.
for a long time, maybe it was gear, maybe it was like, you know, shitty instruments don't sound as good, you know, like I don't know, you just kind of settle in
You got a
and
better
then
amp, better amps.
you know,
This guy,
practice,
that's all he
more
does when he comes
confidence,
is just fucking
like-
fucks with his amp all the time and shit.
No, I gotta-
And to me, it sounds the
Are
same.
You guys the guy who turns their amp up after sound checks all
No.
Yeah.
only if they say we have to.
If I can hear it on stage, I give it a little bump.
That's it.
I'd rather just have stage volume and no guitar through the PA at all. Fuck it. Just no, because a louder amp sounds better. I don't care.
Now,
Tell me I'm wrong.
I don't have
Tell me I'm wrong, world.
Is there any band like that you, if you know you're playing in the lineup with them, you know you're just gonna have a great fucking time?
Dude, there's a lot of bands like that now. There's a lot of good fucking music down here.
I'm not talking about
Yes.
like you know personally interacting with them. You know at this show, what regardless of where they're in the lineup, like you know if they're on your lineup or this lineup is existing you're playing with, it's gonna be a fucking good time. Not necessarily the greatest music, but it's just gonna be fucking fun. The crowd's gonna have fun. Like,
Dude,
Depends.
Armageddon Man was like that. Armageddon Man, they'd always fucking
Yeah.
rile up the crowd. I mean, they'd have to play last because they literally leave the place
A mess.
fucking smoldering after they're done.
Yeah.
But like Tim and dude, he's just a fucking animal, dude. I mean, Death Lottery always
Depends
brought
where.
it.
We played
Fucking-
Vero Beach for some reason. I don't know what it is. That place fucking rocks, and the people fucking like.
Dude, Vero brings.
They're
it
they're
hard,
like
dude.
another story when they mosh and
that's
they
because there's
fucking.
nothing to do with Vero.
No, but like, dude, when we play
Yeah.
there, like people get into it, dude. Like,
And
I'm
not only
like,
that, but
weird.
the other bands that play too, it's like they fucking rip out, and it's like they fucking
Yeah.
go nuts, and like you trying to
There's
like
a
go to
bunch-
the bathroom and get a beer, and you're like, you got to look out, and you're like, oh fuck, you know, like it's yeah, it's a good time.
there's a lot of
Depends.
fucking
We
good
play a
music.
lot of places out of town that we've had a good time and like
Yeah.
that. You know.
And everybody, I just think the caliber of everybody has gone up over the years too. Like, you know what I mean? Like, no, I mean, I'm not trying to sound like a, you know, back in the day it was like kids learning. You go to their show, they're fucking. We were that band, you know, like
Yeah,
we're
everyone
fucking
was
still learning.
learning.
But nowadays, I mean, maybe it's just we
Everybody
get, we
rips.
get lucky enough to play with these bands. I don't know, but like, there's a lot of fucking talent out there, man. There's a lot of good ideas, you know.
You guys travel most of the South Florida area.
Oh yeah, yeah.
For any of the younger, you know, guys, girls, bands, whatever
Mhm.
the composition is, that's in a rock, punk, ska, whatever the genre. By county, like, is there a specific bar that they or club that they should be going to try to get their first 5-10 sets, like to get their foot in the door? That a place that's going to be good for them.
I mean, first of all, going out to fucking local shows is important. Just even if you're not playing them, go out to see what the hell's out there. Because chances are the guy that's booking that local show is in a band who just wants to book shows and have a good time. You know, there is levels, I guess you could say, to the whole system. You know, like
I'm
there's
not talking about like a place where if they go and they get they're hanging out, like they're not going to get, you know, raked over the coals. They're not going to get taken advantage of the whole. You'll get exposure.
Well, most of the
Yeah.
places we play now are good, but back in the '90s they pulled this. Oh, we're doing a battle of the bands,
Yes, and the
or bars would go. Oh, we're gonna pay you based on how many tickets come back.
Yeah.
that you sell.
And
Yeah,
that
fuck
used
that.
to go on a lot, and
But-
that really made it.
But you know,
But
so
now
like,
they've gone away from that.
My personal opinion, dealing with interviewing a lot, like for Palm Beach, like one of I understand there's a couple others, so this isn't the sole one. It's just my preference from talking to people and my personal interaction. Like Propaganda's a good place
Mhm.
for if you're a new band to get that
get
experience.
your
Yeah.
feet wet. Yeah, for
Get on
real.
the stage.
They treat you good there, and it
Yeah.
sounds
And
great.
you know, and I'm sure there's other places that are like that in, you know, Broward and Miami-Dade. So for those-
Absolutely.
like for any of those younger bands who may be listening, like where should they be looking? What are some of those places?
I know Loser Lounge books a lot of younger bands.
Yeah, it's a
Like I
cool
said,
place.
dude, the guy Wyatt there is really cool, and like, he's
A
into
lot-
everything. You know, if you got some weird ass fucking keyboard noise band, dude,
He
like,
wants you.
he wants it. Like, the place we're playing, the Art Gallery, Incoit, you know, Thaddeus books people there. He is fucking cool. My only advice would be, if you're a young band, try to get something on tape. Try to record, even if it's one fucking song. Do one, just record one
Depends
thing.
on the age too. Like if
And,
it's over 21, then you got to be playing these places. We played a
Yeah.
place in
Well, yeah,
Palm
well-
Beach Gardens. They actually had kids under 21 that were playing
Swampgrass Willies,
a
yeah.
pre-show before. I was like, that's awesome right there.
Yeah,
So younger,
Swampgrass
younger
Willies.
kids could play.
Friday
it was
night,
a good
yeah,
place.
yeah.
But as far as like all ages stuff,
Well,
like,
not in all ages are just,
But-
you know what I'm saying? Like, so people, like, because that's the one thing, like, I always hear is, where do I go? Where do I go play?
O'Malley's in Margate does a lot of booking. I don't know who their guy is now, but you can always just try contacting clubs. But a lot of times you get on Facebook because there's an event host on every event. You know what I mean? And you can always like I said, if you got something you can email somebody, they could just click on and say, hey, we're this fucking band.
Here's what we do.
Listen to this. Just send them one fucking song. Doesn't matter, dude. The one you could play the best. Doesn't have to be the biggest hit. Just make sure it's the best recorded. And fucking send a message. A lot of times they need somebody. A lot of times people cancel and they're like, yo, we
need
need
a
somebody.
yeah.
Fuck it, dude. Call one of these guys because they know you want to get out there. So as long as you just let them know you exist half the
Just
time.
gotta try a little bit, and it'll work out.
But especially being part of it all. Like if you're a rock band or a fucking ska band or whatever, even if you're playing covers, go to the places where bands that do that shit are. You know, even if it's an open mic that all punks go to, like
Do
go
it.
there, because I guarantee you someone that's involved somewhere else is there, and networking is great. And most of the time, I mean, punk rock's where all the social awkwardness lies. Like all the people who don't know how to communicate anyways are there. So like the odder you are, the more at home you are. So like if you feel like you're fucking not in the right place,
You're probably in the right place.
you are in the right place if it's like a fucking punk rock type venue or something like that. Because
Just
all
make
these
sure it's a
people know.
punk rock venue. You're
Yeah.
walking to the wrong club.
No, I mean you don't want to get all weird on people that aren't, you know what I'm saying.
I
Like,
know exactly. I'm just breaking balls.
but like, you know, and dude, I hate to say it, they do have open mics, dude. Like, I know Underground's Coffee House in Fort Lauderdale, dude. Like anyone who's under 21 and like kind of fucking, I don't want to say not normal, but like us, you know, you can go there and hang out fucking until midnight or 1 o'clock, dude. It's like there's not a lot of that shit going on anymore. I mean,
Yeah.
like
gotta
like
take a
all
bathroom
ages
break.
shows are insane.
Down, left.
But I wouldn't even know how to book an all ages show nowadays. It's
Yeah,
so
but
weird.
even if you play a house party, anything to get in front of people. And with
Yeah.
the internet now, you can put stuff out on the Facebook
Dude,
or the SoundCloud.
Bandcamp is like lit too. Get some Bandcamp, send some fucking, you know.
So let me ask you this then, like, because you made it very keep. A key point is that they gotta record something.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah. I mean, even if it's live, just make
You-
sure it's tolerable.
Take the
Like,
iPhone, put it in the guitar case. It'll buffer it enough, and just record.
Yeah, you could.
That's the stuff I'm like.
Yeah.
What would you suggest? Like they find a cheap mixer and a couple months.
Dude, I mean, there's a lot of these practice places that exist. Like, what do they change the name of that fucking place to?
But there are places that'll record you, and if you
Yeah,
go in,
you
for
can
like-
go in and they'll do a dirty, you know, for X amount of money. You know,
They won't go remixing.
you're not getting
crazy.
crazy, but you could get something
They'll
just.
take them more or less raw. And
You get a decent recording, and if you practice, and here's what we're doing, we're gonna rip these 5 songs. Let's just blow through them a few times. You're gonna get something you can use.
Something's got to stick, and
and
don't
it's-
wite in the studio either, because you're not
You're
not
wasting
Metallica.
money,
You're not
wasting money.
Metallica. Write at home, practice, and then when you go to the studio, just perform.
And no matter
Like-
what, you're gonna hate it the day after you record it. That's normal.
Oh my god, our first recording sucks so bad. I gotta tell you, I can't even fucking listen to it. Public out there,
It's
just so you know.
classic.
It's fucking.
So if you have that
There's
cassette tape, it's
not one redeeming quality. But you got to do it because
You guys want more beers?
yeah.
I'll take it.
You just-
Actually,
I have one.
let me go pee and I'll get the beer on the way
Alright,
back.
Cool.
Oh, that means Joe and I get to talk.
Oh no, is that
So anything you want to know about Pat?
Yes.
He's gone.
Oh shit. I'm really nice.
Yeah, he's really nice.
Bill, tell us what's.
Oh, well,
Joe, where's it? Straight back right here?
left.
Left.
Now, Pat's good people. We've been doing this a long ass time. And, you know, when we get to 30 years, we all get gold watches. You know.
For sure it's not.
No, we're not at 30 yet. We got about 5.5 more.
that gold watch. I want that gold watch.
So you guys have been doing this. I mean, you guys have done this,
Uh-huh.
and it's unusual for bands to stick around that long that aren't professional grade touring acts. I guess.
Well, touring, we're totally pro. No, but the thing is, it's about expectation. I mean,
So you guys had the realistic expectation is we're probably going to never be a national or worldwide.
yeah,
touring
but
act.
you never know when things are going to happen. We're busier now. Of course, now Joe has a family, and we're all like married and doing. It's funny how when you have the time, things don't work out. But now we're busier than ever, and we all got to sit there in the warehouse. Everybody's like, "All right, get the calendar." Everybody
Yeah.
has to black out the days they can't do. So a lot of times we have to say no, which sucks because we want to play, but we've got family things going on. You've got other things going on. So
Birthdays,
but we
jobs.
always try to reschedule and do the best we can. Some months, no matter what you do, nothing's gonna happen.
My wife works for a nonprofit organization, so she's got that, and I usually got to try to make sure that, you know, if they got events or she's
Yeah,
got some events
scheduling
going
is
on and
a
stuff
challenge.
Like that, so it's like
So
I got to give her time to
Has
do
there
stuff
ever
like
been
that.
a moment where you're like, "Fuck this, I'm done"?
But here's the thing, everybody could say that, but
No,
what do
I'm
you?
saying, like, have you had that moment, and what was it that allowed you to adjust your mindset and go, you know what?
I don't know if it's ever been, fuck this, I'm done. But sometimes, like, you know what? Today just really sucked, and it happens. But let's say if you say fuck this, I'm done. 2 weeks later, you're gonna be like, you know what? I want another band. then why leave the one that's you had this history in and are doing really well in? Or if you do that, you do a little whatever side it's tricky. It comes back to expectations. If one of us is like you, I'm gonna tour 6 months, live out of a van, and do all this, and everybody else didn't, yeah, you'd have a fuck this, I'm done.
What about yourself? You ever have?
I had an incident.
Was it this band or another band?
This band, and Pat begged me to stay because because
of reason.
yes, because of the difficulty of, like I said, the whatever it was is just having, a family now, a child or whatever, and not being able to do stuff. I'm accident prone now for some reason, maybe because I'm getting older. So
Klutz.
I get hurt
You
all
got
the time.
hurt before you were 40, dude. Don't blame that on the
no,
age.
exactly. So, and there's stuff like, where, I don't know, there's something going on. I got to cancel a show or something. I feel I never ever want to ever cancel anything, but there's been times where I was just like, you know what, it's too much. I used to play in multiple bands. I've been in times where I've been 4, 5, 6 bands at a time, or not at a time, but like filling in for people. But mostly like trying to carry 2 bands at a time for the longest time.
Yeah.
And
It's
I'm like,
hard to do.
I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna focus on one band, and I'm not looking to like, I've been with these guys for the longest out of any band that I've ever played in. I mean, like I said, 2005. Next year will be 15 years I've been playing with them.
Adjust the question a little bit with what I would you say that you really need to spend time with coming up and whenever you need to spend time with a single band so you guys have things tight, you guys have experience, you've got it down, and then if you want to explore with another band, that's the time to do it?
That's not even that. It's a matter of playing shows. Like, you play in multiple bands. We already, now because we've just put out this new record, we obviously can't really tour, but we've actually played more out-of-town shows than we've ever played
In a while.
in a while. So, like,
Years.
I'm trying to do once, twice a month, if we can play one out-of-town show anywhere in Florida, wherever we can go. If I try to do that with 2 bands, I don't have time for the family. It's not about like it is about the rehearsing because I get 2 nights a week. Sometimes it's only one because if I got something going on.
gotta
If I got
flex.
another band, like I've had a time where I've played 6 nights out of the week, 5 nights out of the week, and I've never had. But I didn't
For
have a family
years.
at the
We
time.
did we did what,
Years.
4 nights a week?
Yeah.
I did 4 nights a week for fucking
Yeah, we even
forever.
played in another band for the longest time. Malt Liquor Riot. Like, we played in this band for like
Yeah, we were
for years.
That was that punk
both of
or
us.
rock?
hardcore.
Hardcore.
Okay. What the? Oh, I'm ignorant of this because
Okay, go ahead.
What is the difference between hardcore and like? I've always classified like there's rock, heavy metal, punk, ska. That's like
Okay.
We're the easy listening of
Well-
punk rock.
Hardcore,
It's pretty much the same if you think about it. The
punk and
80s,
hardcore are really close, but it's almost like metal punk. Whereas punk is like more rock and roll. You know what I'm saying?
Well, like for me, I guess like I've always classified based more on what the lyrics are about. And
Right.
Like ska. It's got
Yeah.
some brass in it consistently. Rock is rock. It's usually a bit of slower timing.
Yeah.
And then heavy is a heavier, faster timing. And punk is about the music. It's a rock music, heavy music, but it's about
It's brash. It's
Yes,
unfiltered.
and it's not always right, dude. That's what I love about it. Is
Yeah.
the ideas aren't always necessarily right. It's about this is my idea, right or wrong. This is what
Yeah.
I'm going with.
I'm not trying to be perfect. I'm just trying to do this.
And sometimes I'm telling you this was what my idea was and how it affected me because it was a stupid fucking idea, but I still live by it because it's part of who I
You
am.
still sing about the same thing if you think about it. The basis of some also hardcore bands and punk bands. I mean, it's some of it's unless you were straight edge,
Yeah.
band, but it's pretty much singing about the same. Everybody's for the same.
We're all
thing.
bitching about the same
we're all
stuff.
hanging out in the same club and the same thing. We all have the same beliefs. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, or you get your ass out of here. You know what I mean? Like whether it's whatever it is, discrimination or whatever.
Well, I would say hardcore
I
bands
mean,
are I don't want to say more violent, but like they are.
the music
fucking,
is more violent.
It's
That would
tougher.
be
It's
it.
it's
It
tougher
is?
sounding. It's
Okay.
lots of juggas and fucking. I don't fucking know, man. I love hardcore. Don't get me wrong. It's like you know, and hardcore has different subsets. It's
know,
it's
no,
it's
I-
fucking
I know
ridiculous.
they've got tons of subsets. I can never wrap my head around.
But you could put punk and hardcore are like brother and sister or brother and brother. You know, the
Like I said,
siblings.
Anything I've heard, like my kid brother's big into those little subsets of hard. He's like, there's screamo and there's
And
this,
power
and-
violence
Oh,
and all
yeah.
this bullshit.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
Okay,
And don't get that there's bands that are like, you're supposed to be a metal band. You're not a hardcore
Like,
band.
pretty much the big differentiation between me and like anything that I consider like heavy, it's you get that into the mic.
Mm-hmm.
When sometimes they're yelling, screaming, really loud, can't
Yeah.
understand what they're really saying. And punk is more of a we're loud, we're fast, but you can understand sort of what I'm saying for the most part.
Right.
Sort of what.
Well, it
you're
depends
saying.
now. There's a whole subset of punk too that are fucking ridiculous.
But if you start screaming too much and you go more into the heavy to my kind
There's
that's just
punk
me,
bands
like,
that have everything, like a little bit of everything
well,
of that
because
in
for me,
it. You
punk's
know,
always been this is what we're doing. It may not be right. It might not make sense. But that the essence of punk is this is what I am.
Yeah.
Right, wrong, or indifferent.
Yeah.
And I acknowledge if it's right, wrong, or indifferent. You know, it's. I like to get drunk, and when I walk out the bar, I go piss on somebody's car tire, and if I caught myself, I'd beat my ass too. That's punk.
Right.
To me.
Okay.
Heavy is, I'm fucking gonna scream or rock. Same thing of, I'm gonna go drink. I'm gonna go fucking walk out the bar. I pissed and some guy beat my ass. I knew it was fucked up because if I was in those shoes, I'd do it. Like that's always been the delineation for me of punk is.
Punk is
hey,
more self-reflexive. Yeah,
so,
you know.
there's a bit more honesty to it instead of just.
Totally.
or you're just an asshole. I mean, like it could be just like
But that's
you're
honesty
just
still,
you're
I'm
like
I'm a dick.
because
I know.
I don't care if you're punk or not because there's just like drunk idiots where you see dumb people doing that and they're not punk at all. Like you just Oh, but
not-
I get what you're saying.
Dude, I
Well,
mean,
when it comes to
I get
music,
what you're
it's
I get
fucking-
what you're saying.
But for it to be punk, there has to be a
I-
self-reflection in it.
I used to throw grapefruits.
I mean, hardcore has self-reflection, and I think it's
That's
more
always-
about retribution and like getting back at people. Honestly, I know it sounds fucked up and it's very generic, okay? But like, there's a lot of hardcore songs like, I'm gonna fucking get you. You know what you fucking did to me? I'm gonna fucking get you.
But
Like,
that's not self-reflection to me.
but
Which-
punk rock is like, I mean, I guess they write songs like that too, but I don't know. It seems
Same
like
shit.
Well, if-
no, but punk rock also sings songs about being fucking happy and about a fucking dress and about your
True.
fucking bullshit. Like,
True.
like it seems like punk rock could be about anything,
Well,
but
it-
hardcore is only about like
well, for-
Beating people up.
no. But let's face it, it's about fucking getting pissed off at somebody
Well,
most of the time.
I would
So
say
self-projection.
Could be. It
Hardcore
could be.
heavy
I don't.
metal-
I'm not a psychologist, but
hardcore heavy metal, I would always classify it's about the aggression. in it.
Psychologist.
That's the key thing. Whereas
Yeah.
punk is always,
Stay
and for
holiday
me,
in.
for qualify as punk, some part of it has to be a self-actualizing or understanding of, look, I'm gonna beat your ass for beating me, coming up behind me and clubbing me. Yeah, it was wrong that I was sticking my dick in your girlfriend, but I'm still gonna whoop your ass.
That would be a hardcore song.
Well,
What-
the
That's
honesty
like-
of, I was wrong for doing this.
I'd
why is it
I
hard?
think-
no.
I-
If you
I
got
know
beat
the
up for
band.
fucking someone's
That's a
ex-girlfriend, it
song.
would be a hardcore
That's
song.
a song. I know that's a song, and I can't think of the band.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, for it to always be punk, is there has to be an honesty behind it. Whether it was I was wrong or this
Well,
was wrong.
punk rock is certainly not storytelling. I mean, it is, but it's not like. Look, you gotta think about like the '70s rock and roll. Okay. Think about '70s rock and roll. It's like all fucking bullshit. Like, I'm gonna tell you a story about bullshit. Like, it's fantasy. It's about make believe. You know, music and fantasy. I wanted this and that bullshit. Punk rock is the exact. It was the reaction to all that. If you think about it, when it came around, and everybody's like, "No, life's like fucking this. Life's like face down in the fucking gutter and fucking getting in fights and fuck you, dad. You know, and whatever."
But there was an honesty to it. I dropped out
No,
of
but
high
there-
school. I don't
But
have an
you know
education.
how many
I don't
how many punk songs you've heard where they sing about fantasies? Because they don't.
I can't
It's
do
all
that.
about tangible fucking
Well, that's
shit.
what I'm saying. There's always an honesty about
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
That's always been the key to punk for me. I'm not gonna say I'm a huge fan, but one thing that when I'm drawn to punk, which like when I heard you guys, why I liked you guys, is some of your songs are kind of like, oh yeah, okay, we all know that, like, but it's still honest. Like this is what it is. Like I'm not.
It's
claiming-
all irrelevant.
it-
How do
it-
he says
like,
that?
I can see it. I'm like, okay, yeah. I mean, it's not like, oh, I'm gonna get it's, but yeah, I get that. Like, and it's honest. Like, there's an honest self-reflection of whatever the topic may be of That's what's always been the core to punk is an honesty of, look, I'm a fucking violent retard, so I'm getting into a fight and getting drunk tonight.
Right.
I understand I'm a violent retard though. Like there's that key
Right.
component, Whereas heavy is just I'm going out getting drunk, I'm beating somebody's ass tonight. Like that's always been the key.
So it's like
delineation.
declarative, or it's you.
Implied.
No, it's almost like yeah. I know what he's saying. It's like you're telling someone you're gonna go fuck someone up, and then you're like, I fucked them up. It's different.
Well, the key part is with punk there's always
Intent and then action.
no, not even intent. It's the
One's like you
That's what-
intent, and the other one is being reflexive about your
reflective of
intent.
why it happened and telling
Yeah.
telling about it. Like
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that's just my personal intent.
Hardcore's the what, and punk rock's the why.
Yes, there you go. That's a great simplification.
I mean, it's oversimple, but you know,
But it
whatever.
works.
What for now? Fuck it.
Until someone comes along smarter than both of us, which
Oh
is
my
probably
God.
about 1,000, 100 million people.
We're gonna get blasted as simpletons here.
We're gonna get trolled on the internet. Ooh.
Troll. You ever hear Troll 2, the worst movie ever made?
Oh no.
Troll that bitch.
Wait, there are worse movies than Troll 2.
Yeah.
Troll 2 had nothing to do with Troll 1.
No,
Neither did Leprechaun 2.
I never saw any of the Leprechauns.
worse movie than Troll 2. It's gonna take me a minute. Joe, I might need your help on this one.
Killer Clowns.
Any
that's a
of
good
the
movie.
leprechauns were probably.
terrible.
No, what
Any
about
of
what's
the
that Warren
Leprechauns.
Beatty movie when they're the
Oh,
Ishtar.
Nightmare Before Christmas is worse than Troll 2.
Get out of here! You're gonna get some hate mail for that.
Oh,
Yo.
come on,
You
internet, bring
you just
it.
fucked
Yo,
us
all these-
up. You're gonna get so hate mail
All
for
these
that
spooky
shit.
pale internet bitches are gonna
Wow.
fucking.
I'm gonna
hate
yeah,
you.
I'm gonna go
Bro,
like this to him.
wow, you are done.
Yo,
And the troll
we're
shut up. I
fucked.
already said. So you guys didn't know, like for the first half of the stream, my mic was off, so it was only picking up from yours.
That's
Oh,
got to be
that's-
incredibly entertaining. You could like make stuff up over it.
Oh, we've already got comments of you guys are amazing because I can't be heard. The exact from my boy.
Dude,
Miguel.
your ratings are
Good
blowing
idea,
through.
Turning off Jason's mic makes the stream better if we don't have to listen to him.
ooh, touche.
They can make up their own questions.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, well, that might not work.
Especially since there's no editing. So there's
Yo,
no
I wonder if anyone out there has a Troll 2 tattoo, unlike
Yeah.
Nightmare Before Christmas tattoos on everyone's tramp.
Would that be worse than a Ghostbusters 2 tattoo?
Oh, that would be fucking
Like
bad.
anyone's got a Ghostbusters tattoo.
Oh, there are people.
Okay, so you brought. What's the worst tattoo you've ever seen?
Mm.
Somebody? Or on yourself if you don't. If you're
I
not-
remember I lived in Tallahassee for a minute, and we used to hang out at this pool hall. My boy runned it, and we used to get fucking wasted and all this. And I remember specifically playing pool next to like this redneck couple, and she had a giant tattoo on her calf, and she had a giant calf. You know, some call them cankles at a certain
Thick?
point. Thick. It said it had a big old pickle on it, and it said, and like a face with a tongue, and it said the original tickle pickle about like sucking dicks, and she had a giant pickle tattoo about sucking dicks on her leg.
Wow.
And it wasn't a good, clever in any way. No, it was like, whose house you get that done at tattoo? You know.
Worst tat. That's tough. Joe, you're gonna have to go ahead of me on this one. Worst
I-
tattoo I've ever seen.
I don't know.
Because if they're bad, I'm just gonna laugh at them.
There's a lot of bad
can't-
tattoos, man. Half the
Yeah.
people we know that tattooed themselves, those are all bad. We just can't tell them. You know who you are, friends.
Our friend Steve, whose last name I won't use, has a number of questionable tattoos.
Oh, he has the life death tattoo, doesn't he?
Oh yeah, that one. I won't say it's bad, but it says life and death, depending on how
You know,
look at
upside
it.
down.
We
or
had
whatever.
our ex, or I wouldn't say ex, but our guitar player that moved away when we were 4-piece at one time had his daughters draw on him, and he actually bought a tattoo machine.
Those were
And
cute.
then filled it in.
And he actually tattooed
Those
the
were
pictures.
cool though.
That's cool, but they were
I wouldn't
terrible.
say they were the worst, but that's pretty funny though. I mean, I don't know.
Oh, shit.
But I've seen plenty of bad ones, like tattoos that are like bad tramp stamps. The worst is when people get like song lyrics all over their body,
Get
as
what?
song lyrics
Oh,
or a
these
bunch of
songs.
stuff. Those tend to be the worst.
I love a only God could judge me tattoo.
I don't know.
Or praying hands. I love praying hands.
How about no regrets?
No regrets.
Oh, no regrets from the internet.
No, I have plenty of bad ideas for tattoos.
Love a YOLO tattoo.
Not if you're Hindu.
Dude, I don't know, man. There's some bad shit, man.
I mean,
But there's some cool shit.
Oh, look at that shit. Yeah, see?
But there's some good ones too. I mean, you
Okay,
know.
So what's the coolest tattoo you've seen?
Ooh.
Dude.
I don't know. The squirrel going after the nuts is.
Yeah, I got a
is
squirrel going after my own testicles
I
on
can't
my
even,
leg.
I can't think of it. I don't usually stare at people's tattoos, but that's the. Fucking,
Yeah.
But a lot of the
Oh.
artwork is beautiful.
There's a lot of fucking good tattoos out there, man. I don't know. And South Florida's got so many good tattooers.
John's the only one in the band that does not have a tattoo.
No tattoo, no cell phone,
No
Yes.
piercings
no
ever.
piercings,
No
never
criminal
smoked a
record?
cigarette.
No criminal record. That
No
would be
criminal
correct.
record.
Criminal record.
I got
Wow.
2 suckers beat.
Dude, he has a pension, 2 pensions. He's more punk rock than any punk rocker. You want to talk about punk being who you are and say fuck you?
I give
Like,
no fucks.
John Stahl,
He
dude,
gets
is
all the fucks and he's honest about it.
he's punk as
Which we have a song called "No Fucks." It's on the new record.
on our new record, No Fucks.
Oh,
It's good. It's the
It's a
most fucks in any
It's
song.
a way of life.
Actually,
Do
this
you think there's more fucks than any other song in that thing?
there's no more fucks on any other record we've ever
Than that
made
one
than this
song.
record. This record has more fucks than
and
anything.
actually-
never getting radio play.
Well, lyrically, I try not to be like a fuck you, fuck that, fuck this kind of guy. Like,
But for
there's
that song, it's
there's a lot of fuck you, suck my dick bands out there I like, but it's not me. I'm not a fuck you, suck my dick guy.
I'm glad you don't do that.
No, I'm not into it. I got a reason why I want to say fuck you, suck my dick, not just fuck you, suck my dick. Hell, hence this punk rock thing. But this record's got a lot of hate on it. It's good. It's good.
It's
It's a
actually
little
the
angry.
first-
It's a little angry.
It's actually so I've been with them almost 15 years now, and this is actually the first one as a 3-piece back again because
We were a 3-piece for a long time, and then we had Spike as a second guitar player for.
we did 2 records with a 4-piece, and now we're back. This is the first one as a 3-piece again. So like you said about being, I guess the main core of writing stuff, it wasn't that, we.
I mean,
tried out-
different. The music was definitely different as a 4-piece.
We tried out another guitar
Now,
player
are
to see
there-
if we can fit
are
in
there
that.
advantages with the extra instrument.
Yes.
Well, there's also limitations because
That's-
it's every door that opens, presents new challenges. I guess. Spike fit. He's one of the best musicians I've ever dealt with, or worked with, I should say. When I dealt with.
Dealt with. You're talking about Joe here.
No, Spike's a fucking legend. He was in the Mary Tyler Horrors. He's Radio Baghdad, AAA, Irish Car Bomb. Like he's like seriously like legendary.
Dude, you forgot Collapsing Lungs.
Collapsing
Collapsing
lungs,
Lungs.
dude. Okay,
Crack some Cracker Jack.
that's
Yeah.
right. You were Mary Tyler Horse. He was Collapsing Lungs, but
Yeah.
they both had the same.
He
fucking
might
people.
have filled in for like Mary Tyler Horse. For a minute.
So like the dude's like was an institution down here, and he moved to Indiana because he has family and got a good job and shit. He's
Can't
actually
forget
in a
about
killer
Nuclear
band up
Beer
there.
in the 80s.
He was in
playing
Nuclear Beer in the
Nuclear Beer.
80s. He's that old school. And he fit right in. He picked up a guitar and just he tracked our record. He recorded our record, good enough, and he knew all the songs, and he was playing with Malt Liquor Riot already. And we're like, you know what, fuck it. And Joe's like, come on, man, let's get a second guitar player again. And I'm like, all right, fine, fuck it, because he's like our brother, And and it worked. It fit right in. He literally just started playing with us. We never stopped playing shows. He just kind of slid right in, and then the next record we wrote, it all just happened pretty fluid. And he was one of those guys where I go, here's the idea, fucking make it work. The solo goes here, this goes here, but whatever you want, fucking make it happen.
And he's a drummer
And-
too.
and
at-
he would
at
pick
first.
right up on it.
So that's what made it. It made it good. Him being tight with us.
Yeah, he got on Joe's ass
Yeah.
because
And he
Spike
would never. And he
was
would,
one of the best drummers
and he
in
would
South
give
Florida.
me shit about helping me. So he's like, he would give me the shit about, breaking down and taking my drums. And he's like, I did that shit before. I don't need to do that. I'm a guitar player now. So like,
He would call Joe lazy a lot, and Joe would take it because Spike is.
Been there, done that.
But he's also like
toured
a
that.
really
We call him
fucking good
toured that.
drummer.
I mean, he's been around for so long. I mean, he's toured.
The whole planet. He's been
Yeah.
around the world. That kid,
So with that, like coming up, was there any band that like helped advise you, that like mentored you, or you guys were kind of just? on your own?
I mean, everybody you deal with kind of fucking.
Well, like,
you know,
there was one band that
Not
kinda-
one
no?
consistently.
No?
I'll tell you, but Spike and Irish Car Bomb, like those guys were always, if we ever had questions, I'd always ask those guys because they did a lot of shit, and a lot of it was on their own. But like as far as like
They're
it's
bands-
kind of like you just try and fail and keep trying until
they're
you get it
bands we would
right.
play shows with fairly
Yeah.
often. Our band, early days we played with a lot of ska bands, a lot of bands we knew, and then you play with certain bands a long time. You all learn from each other, and then every once in a while you add a new wrinkle. Let's book somebody we've never booked before, and there's
Yeah.
stuff you can steal from everybody. Anybody who says they don't steal stuff is lying. Totally lying.
No, inspiration comes from everything, and
Yeah.
I just think having a good clique
My
of people.
4-year-old daughter's even trying to steal stuff, but I guess she doesn't know better, you know.
Oh dear, I don't want to get into
Uh-oh.
that. But yeah, it's weird, like, you always share a warehouse with a band or two, so like, you always develop these relationships, and like it's kind of weird because you're looking out for yourself, trying to fucking get out there and do shit, and that and then you're also trying to help your friends out, and then your friends are trying to do their own shit too. So it's a very precarious situation where, nobody wants to fuck over a friend, but you got to make sure you get your shit, for your band. Doesn't matter. I mean, you're all in it for each other, but you're also
You gotta
all in
take
it for
care of
yourself. And that shit happens. I mean, and some bands benefit from the good parts of that, and some bands don't see good from that either. I mean, it all depends. Right place at the right time is like a real fucking thing, dude.
That's exactly.
You
You
know?
could
Who
be.
you know and who you blow?
and who you do blow with, even. Shit.
But the thing
it's-
is, yeah.
like if you don't hang out and get fucked up with the owner of this bar, you might not get shows after that. But if you're hanging out there all the time, getting wasted with some dude, he might be the guy that's the key to your fucking future. Like it's weird. Like the scene is like anyone could make anything happen,
Yeah.
and it's wild. It really is. Like you just got to be open and fucking willing to play and like
Try things.
try shit. And dude, you have to make sacrifices too.
I get what you're saying, but no anal.
No, none of that shit. No sex.
Well,
If
she's
sex-
hot.
if
she's
sex-
hot and she owns the bar.
If sex got us shows, we might have some good shows. No, I don't know. I'm kidding.
You had some great shows.
But no, yeah. I don't know. Thank God that all the club owners and all the promoters really like our music. Like, we love fans. Don't get me wrong, but like the people that make the decisions are those people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't matter who the fuck buys your record. The guy at the bar might not give a fuck about you. And we've
Wait,
lucked-
Pat's wrong. Everybody who buys our record totally matters.
No, I'm just saying.
No,
But like,
what he's
are
saying
they is Johnny some shit in the middle of nowhere gonna book our show and make sure we get paid? Like,
That's
what,
true.
I get what he's saying is and
I
get
know.
this.
I'm being a smartass.
like-
Has there ever been a band you guys had massive conflict with because of the way you guys are? I mean, I think you're entertaining, but is there anyone who's like it just rubbed them the complete wrong way
No.
at any point?
no, I mean,
Nobody's ever said anything.
yeah, nobody ever tell anything. That's for sure. But like, I mean, we come from the era of
Or they don't ever want to play with us again. We're like, man, we didn't
no, but
like us.
we also play shows with like multiple different styles of bands.
Yeah.
I mean, like back in the '90s, like you'd play a show with a ska band, one of them leather jacket punk bands, some band that sounds like No Effects, and then some fucking band that sounds like fucking Creedence Clearwater Revival on 10 or on 45. You never know. And so like we, back in the day, it's like you just book shows with people you care about, really. Like like you got some buds, they're trying real hard. You fucking let them play. They're trying real hard. They put the time in. Like we play shows with bands we don't necessarily listen to, or I wouldn't say they're our forte, but like they're some of the greatest people we
Yeah.
know, man, and they're close friends. Like I can't say I've been to listen to Kenny Rogers, but if the dude's cool to me, I'll fucking hang out with you.
Was there ever a band that you knew or heard play that you were like, they've got that thing,
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
and did they make it?
No. Dude, so many times. I'm like,
Yeah.
yo, this band's gonna fucking make $1 million, and they never did shit.
Or
It's
it's that
unbelievable.
person has, or you'll
Yeah.
with bands
It may be one person.
has it. There's that it thing is I don't care about the rest of the band. That person is the reason I am seeing this band. Yes.
It does happen, but like,
Yeah.
And the reason why I asked this is, funnily enough, one of the reasons why I asked you guys to come on the podcast is someone I know who knows you guys said, look, they fucking put all this time, but they're there now. They're that it band, and if things keep going, they could totally be it.
get the fuck out of here.
Whoever said that, we're always looking.
I love
for,
you.
Always looking for a benefactor.
No, it's great. I wish someone goes, hey man,
They're like, no. They're
But we're gonna
like-
keep
like-
trying,
they're
man.
like, the guys fucking they tightened up. They fucking and the other part was is like it's like where their music is now is where the next wave is coming to, and he's like they're already.
People gonna start doing 90s style music again?
Hey,
I can't-
we're
disco, so
we're gonna keep doing what we're doing. And
Look,
hey,
I wish if some label said, "Hey, we'll put your shit out. We'll make sure you get on the road, and we'll make sure you make enough money to fucking pay your mortgage." I'm fucking down, dude. Are you kidding me?
Word.
There's nothing I would rather do than play a show every day for a living.
Well, there's a couple things I'd rather do.
I mean, I'd love to have sex for money, but then you got to be a hooker.
so.
I do that for free.
So,
I do it for free.
So Major Havoc wants to know: are you guys really a band, or are you a bar owner and you brought your 2 doormen?
Oh, we're really a
Oh,
band.
shit.
If we owned a bar, yeah, we'd be playing my
He
bar.
would be the owner,
He
and
would be.
we would be the doorman.
John's the money man and the muscle. So it pretty much he
Yo,
stays to the
you
end.
wanna talk about
and,
addict-
and if you don't pay, John stands there and John's like,
He's gonna berate you.
they look at him like, what's this guy
I'm
gonna
gonna
do? And John
politely
stands
ask
there like,
until we're paid.
I want my fucking money. You agreed to give me this type of money.
Yo,
And
I've seen John make somebody cry just from talking shit to him. Like, you fucking motherfucker. Like, and he's like he's the nice, normal
Sometimes,
one.
yeah.
to hear him
Dude, he's
say,
made
yeah,
somebody like cower. Like, and I'm like, John, you're a fucking badass. You ever see SLC Punk?
I love that.
You know
movie.
his nerd friend who like beats everyone up? That's John, dude. It takes a while
That
though. You
movie
really
is
got to get
great.
him up.
No, but it's like anything else with booking and for any of you bookers or promoters.
Call us,
Don't
please.
but don't overpromise. Be honest with bands, and they're okay. Hey, we're gonna do this, that,
We
but
can only promise you $150 for the show.
But don't
If we
overpromise.
If you say I can't pay you shit, and I
Say
still
it
want
right
you to
away,
play,
we'll probably
it'd be
still
like,
play the
okay,
show.
Cool, we'll
be
still play.
honesty
As long
is
as you
worth
tell
more
us.
than
We don't give a
hype and
shit.
no delivery.
So if you can afford X amount, tell it up front. This is what I can afford. If we do better at the door, I'll cut
Yeah.
you whatever. Or,
Yeah, dude.
Or I got your bar tab up to $100.
Exactly. That as long as we
Dude,
know
I
the
wish.
terms, we're down. I mean,
per band.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I said, we're not sending anyone to college on this shit,
No.
But it'd be great, dude. If this could be a thing that pays us for a living, I would love to play
Yeah.
a show every day. Are you fucking kidding me? It's my
So-
dream.
So there's been a couple of bands or 1 or 2 individuals. You're like, they have it. They have that thing. They should go far. And
but
has there anyone that you felt that way about that did? Like you were like, they're going to, and they whether it was a frontman or they got into a major touring band.
it's more the other way.
No, it's
almost
more
all-
like they were amazing, and why didn't they go everywhere?
Because realistically, let's look at the whole band universe. 20 million people a day say, "Ooh, I'm going to start a band." Of that 20 million, okay, maybe 5 million people actually get 2 other people together. And of that 5 million, maybe
Smart guy here.
50,000 actually have a practice. And of that 50,000, maybe 5,000 have a show. And then from there, I mean, it's so hard to do
You know how many bands out there that are terrible, that are killing it?
because they're still doing it.
They're killing it commercially, like as a business.
Okay, you could just say Nickelback.
No.
Oh, there are worse
They're-
bands than
they-
Nickelback.
Look, fuck Nickelback, but they're not terrible.
No.
They make
You
music
said
for
it's good,
idiots.
but-
They make music for fucking people that don't like
who would you
music.
say is terrible?
I'm only gonna go big bands. Let's
Yes,
see,
no,
who's...
I'm not talking about big bands. I'm talking about commercially successful bands that you think are utterly terrible and shit.
Oh, Godsmack is terrible.
That is a terrible band right there.
Dude, the Sickness is terrible. What's that band? Down with the Sickness band?
The Darkness was terrible, and they
He's
were gonna
dead,
bring
though.
glam rock
That guy's
black.
dead.
Who
now.
is?
That dude's dead. Down with the sickness.
That
Is
guy's
who
dead?
sings like that? Yeah, he's
Gee,
dead.
tell me he was jerking
Drowning
off and,
Pool, isn't
and
that, am I wrong?
that's not Drowning Pool. That's
Okay.
Disturbed. That's
Alright,
a fucking
sorry.
bad
Korn
band.
is terrible because they can't
Well,
even
wait,
spell their
wait,
name
what
right.
was the singer of Disturbed's dead?
No, Drowning Pool. He's
Oh, he is disturbed. Oh, it's Drowning Pool. He's
Drowning
dead. Is
Pool.
it
He's
disturbed?
dead. He must have been disturbed.
No, because
Sorry, I don't. If you're dead, I'm sorry.
No, because the leader, that frontman for Disturbed went solo, and he's commercially successful. and he's
Oh,
actually-
that's okay.
Ouch. I saw that band once. They opened up for Hatebreed. What a fucking weird fucking day.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
They did. It was like before they were on the radio. It was Disturbed and like Hatebreed and someone else. And the first band was a hardcore band. Then you had fucking Disturbed, which was like stupid. They were so fucking bad.
Yeah.
And then Hatebreed was after
But
them.
what's it called?
Oh
Back to
my
the
God.
whole band, big commercial bands that suck. They at least got the deal.
Well, yeah, they got paid.
So what probably happened
They got a
is
song that like millions of people.
What's,
Their
what's how
contract-
do you
That's
measure
why.
success, dude?
But
A
their
good song or
Yeah.
a good bank account?
But
dude?
their contract probably says you've got this one hit song. We don't care. You're going to play these 87 sucky songs because this is what the label wants. Do you still want
Or
the
they're
deal?
like, we need 30 songs in 2 years, and we're like, all right, write it.
that's doable. 30
30's
songs.
hard. That's hard.
2 years if they're paying you to be a musician.
I guess if you have no job and you're sitting around all day long writing songs and like
Well,
you
if
get
that's
paid
your
a lot of
job,
money.
that's what you're doing.
If playing
This
music
guy
was my
still
only,
wouldn't write that many songs if he sat around all
Oh,
day.
Joe, no.
don't go there, Joe. I want to
guy's-
write a song, bitch.
I will.
Write a
I
fucking
will,
song.
But I will.
Write it.
I'll write something, and then you'll be like,
Joe, the
you gotta
whole-
do this with it.
No,
Oh, you're
Joe-
not doing, you gotta
Oh,
this
he's making
part too there.
excuses. Joe, you're making
You gotta-
excuses. The
Yeah,
whole,
it's not
inter-
excuses.
the whole
I'm just
internet
like,
is
that's the
holding you
guy.
accountable. The whole
Yeah.
internet is holding you accountable.
All right, I'm all
This
right
is
with
band practice,
it.
people.
I actually sang one song on the new record,
He did. He
First
sang.
time.
He sang one.
and I actually nailed it the first time.
Look, it sounds very Joe Jit. That's all I'm gonna say.
Nailed it.
It's not in key, but it still works for some stupid reason.
Because he nailed it.
Nobody knows the difference. It's great. It's cool.
Whatever. It's all good. You did a good job, Joe. Shut
well,
up.
that's real. Like, most fans don't know what you're supposed to be playing. So if you fuck up, no one's got a clue.
I know.
Unless they're professional musicians, unless they're musicians as well.
Look, I know, but like,
You know
it
it.
feels better when you play it right. It
Yes.
does.
It
Like
happens
when
all
all
the
the
time,
when
and
all
Pat- or they say
when all the
nobody
gears
knows the
mesh
difference.
properly, like it's got magic,
The whole
dude.
reason why I bring it up is because like like I've seen newer bands do. I don't even some it, like when someone like messes up and they stop playing. And
Never stop.
Never stop playing
like,
ever.
It's like, oh, he fucked up. What's wrong? Why isn't he
No.
playing?
Unless it's the beginning of the song, I've done that, and you can make a joke about it and have fun with it. Depends on how you do
Dude.
it.
Watching
I've-
a
I've-
baseball game.
Yeah. There's-
Yes.
There's a story. Tell the story.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
We were,
John,
we were
please.
playing. We were playing a bar in Fort
These
Lauderdale.
idiots
Dive
book
bar,
Red
dive
Sox,
bar.
Red
Well, let me-
Sox, Yankees. Come on.
So Joe is a
Wait,
Yankee.
and which team were you?
Joe is a
He's a
Yankees fan.
I just want to double check.
Ew. But anyway, Joe being a Yankees fan saw the game and he was, kind of, you could kind of tell he was peeking while we was playing. You see him what the score was. We caught him really focused in on the game when the song started. And we look at Joe's like, what? And then you just see him staring off at the screen, which was
playing Faith, I think.
yeah, it was incredibly funny because it was a song that required
And it
timing.
come at the right time.
Yeah.
It was pretty awesome, but it happens to everybody.
Yo, I mean, sometimes
And it,
sometimes I trance out, dude. Like seriously, I think about like paying my fucking bills sometimes. I'm like playing a show, like singing a song, looking at people in the eye, and I'm like, ooh, that was delicious dinner tonight before we played. Like this shit. Like I'm telling you, time slows down, and you're like, it's fucking bizarro, like quantum mechanics shit, dude. You know?
E equals MC squared.
it's like cooking that roasted chicken.
But when that
really
happened,
good.
how long did it
Dude.
take you to realize that they were trying to play the song?
He never realized. We just got hello.
Joe,
Like,
you know?
I knew they were playing it, and I just kept watching it because I was like,
It was the bottom of the
I was
ninth,
like- yeah,
2
I was, like,
outs.
waiting for him
Some
to hit
guy
it.
was on
and
base.
he was still playing, and like John was looking at me like, "You gonna come in there?" or
Dude,
something?"
this kid in
Come in.
fucking sports balls are fucking unbelievable, dude.
Squares?
Sports ball.
Sports balls.
Doesn't matter what sport it is. If it's that time of year, it's whatever sport it is. And I have to tease Joe. He has outfits. He has.
There's been
He has like a
actually,
Yankee
there's
outfit.
been
Like
where I've watched the Giants playing the 49ers. We played Revolution, like the outside stage. For some reason, I remember this because I was wearing my Cruise jersey, and I was watching the entire game while we were playing the set. I didn't fuck up that time, but I remember watching that game.
you see what I got to deal with.
So,
Yeah.
let me ask you, because have you guys ever pulled a prank on the crowd, like pre-planned, like you're gonna do something, whether
No.
it's wear something goofy?
We've always wanted to do a Groundhog Day show and play the same song over and over again.
This no. This
So
guy.
that's right up there with,
This
you know,
guy
they
wants
should
to play.
they
He
should
wants to play
re-release-
one
they should
song.
Do a sequel to Groundhog's Day and just re-release the original movie.
I agree. That would be fucking
All right,
incredible.
we're the Shakers, and just keep playing the
But,
same
but the
song.
only thing they do is they clean it up so it's a little bit crisper. and
No,
more
I wouldn't
authentic.
even do that.
I wouldn't. I just re-released the movie.
So we should book a show on Groundhog's Day.
We had one, and you guys wussed
We
out.
would- we didn't wanna do it.
When do we ever play
You
it.
guys
we didn't
wussed
want to do
out.
it. We didn't want to do it.
Right.
We outvoted John.
Because I wanted to play the same 3 songs 4 times, start over.
That
Just-
would be fucking hilarious.
but
Because the
these
song-
2 didn't want to do it.
Oh, see, now that's brilliant.
It's hard enough to get people to watch you
And I'll
play.
tell you
We
why
do
that's
that.
brilliant. Because anyone that sticks through the whole set is gonna realize after start wondering what's going
Dude,
on.
I bet you they won't even fucking realize
But
it.
the people who are like me, like I don't stay inside the venue. Like I'm not talking to people. I get phone calls. Like,
Yeah.
So I miss songs in the set. So someone like me will never realize that it's happening because I'll miss the first song in the set, and then I'll hear that, and you'll finish. Like by the time you finish your set, I've only heard those 3 or 4 songs.
Right.
The whole fucking night, and I'll be like, oh, they played one song over again.
Dude.
I've wanted to do a show where we play the same song 14 times. Just pick the hit and just let it rip.
Yeah, and it
That's
wasn't
not
one of
really
our
what it
songs. He wanted to do American Girl 14
People
times.
love that song.
I know.
was. But the 3 song set repeated, that would be brilliant.
Dude.
But it has to be
Yeah,
on the
you're
ground.
gonna- Hi, we're the Shakers.
On
We're gonna.
Groundhog's Day. But yeah, do
the whole
The
thing.
whole thing, like, go back to your amp and, like, tune and, like, walk back out like you just walked out.
Yeah, that's.
Dude.
People are like, oh, I caught their set. before they started."
Someone's gonna see that and
Does
do it
Groundhog's
now.
Day fall on a weekend? Let's do it. Maybe
I
we
don't
should
know.
do it.
I don't know.
Now everybody knows.
What is
like,
that?
I ain't
February
going to that
2nd?
fucking
February
show.
2nd? What is
Or
going on?
every
I
other
know
band is gonna steal our racket.
I keep
Whatever.
turning off my mic to the joys of the troll.
Oh, it's actually a Sunday this year. It's February 2nd, right?
I believe so, yeah.
It's actually a Sunday.
Poor groundhog.
We can do another.
Hey,
early
I saw a squirrel get hit by a car today, and it was
Uh-huh.
sad. But then when I came back the same road, it was gone because I think it just got like knocked around.
Maybe something ate it.
And then it woke up and fucking ran off.
Wow.
I don't think something ate it. The amount of time was too short.
Poor
But
squirrel.
that
Just to throw that in there. for
that's
you.
fucking the 3 song set. That is fucking brilliant. That's
Yeah, sets are hard too for us, man. It's like, what do people want to fucking hear, you know? And then we ask people what they want to hear, and we're like, you want to fucking hear that?
Yeah.
And then we're like, no, we're playing this instead. So it's funny. Like one of our buddies, Tim in Orlando, he's in a band Dial Drive. They're like a pop new school punk band.
Pretty good. Pretty good. Check
Really
'em out.
solid. They're touring all the time. Just fucking kids in their free time. Fuck you guys. I love you.
They're
He
cute, man. They're
said
good.
he made us a set list. I go, make us a set list for an hour
Oh, yeah.
of all your favorite songs because we played a show on his birthday and they came down to play with us, and
And we played the set that he
dude, we played the whole set that he wrote, and it was odd because you start realizing like, wow, those are the songs they like the most.
Yeah.
And like they're not necessarily the ones I like the most. Dude, there's songs out there I can't believe people like that's the one. They're like, that's the fucking one. I'm like,
And we hate
no,
'em.
I had no idea. We hate everyone. I mean, by the time you practice them a million times and recording, you like beat shit to death, dude. It's fucking awful. I mean,
Which
we're
is-
pretty quick actually.
which
as a
is
band.
why you're probably happy once you finish the EP. You kind of
dude, you get it done, get out of your hair. Oh, it's
EP,
awesome.
We've done. You know,
We've only been doing full lengths because we.
We're actually going to be putting out an EP soon.
Yeah, I think we're gonna do an EP next.
We need
It's
to.
been a
We
while.
have to put something new
Take it
out.
easy. Read a few.
But you understand,
haven't
like,
put one out.
by the time you've
I
put it
mean,
out, you're kind of
I
glad
can-
you get to work on the new material now.
Exactly. Sometimes you just like to just chill out and be like, let's play whatever. And
But the
hang.
nice is you have this whole repertoire you can revert back to when you're in the mood.
See,
Yeah,
we
our
play
cur-
the old stuff, and the new fans have never heard it.
it's true. And like our the set we've been playing lately, the last I don't know couple weeks. We generally you'll never hear us play the same set twice. It's kind of like a thing. Most bands practice a set and they get it down like it's clockwork and they don't have to think. And then you can do all bullshit in between stuff and it's all like scripted.
It's the set's already preset. That we're
It's
gonna
kinda
play
like
this
a
song.
scripted
We're playing this
scenario.
song and this song.
Well, we never do that. Ever. We never do the same set twice. Like it rarely.
So you guys just get there and you're like, "What
So
are you
you
feeling
go-
like playing tonight?" And you're like, "Oh, I want
So
to do this one first."
There is no, we write it like the week of.
Okay.
But like there's no like all of the shit that happens between us on stage is like literally happening raw. There is no.
And we'll call. Sometimes he'll change. Oh no, we're doing this one. Okay.
Yeah, there like I said, I know a lot of bands out there. Like every time you see them, they play the same exact set. It's tight. Don't get me wrong. It's a show.
It's clean. It's
But if you only see them once, it's great. If you see them 3 times, you're like, oh, you're playing the same exact shit you always play. Like I'm a musician though. I get it. Like I pay attention to things a little more than others, I think. But like, I kind of think it's cool that we play different shit every fucking time. Like I don't know if the audience cares or even
Well,
knows.
unless someone's following you, from venue to venue, they probably don't realize it.
Right. Well,
If you think about speaking of which, since that's not
no, on tour we play the same song, the same set.
No, I'm
every
saying,
time.
but you're bouncing from all the locals. Like, is there a fan that shows up at like most of your sets shows?
we have a couple dedicated.
Like I'm
folks.
talking about hardcore dedicated.
We used to have a number one fan named Greg, and he doesn't come out anymore because he's a jerk. Greg, if you ever watch this, you used to be our number one fan.
It's true.
I get it. And then our boy Steve, love you too, Steve. He's got a granddaughter now. That's how old we are.
That's important, though.
He doesn't make it out to all the shows, but he's definitely one of the number one fans we've had too.
He makes all our
who the fuck
videos.
else? Do we had a few folks?
Tony
dude.
and Alan.
Tony and Alan, dude, they drive from like everywhere to come see us. They're
Wait. If Alan's daughter is watching,
Uh-oh.
Alan's legit. You better believe what he says.
Yes.
What's
She
Al-
doesn't believe that he listens or goes to punk shows, right?
No,
Yo.
Alan's daughter doesn't believe that we all talk and we know each other and he's cool.
Oh yeah. And his kid's actually in a band that's like a.
He's
So
actually
that's the son, the
Oh,
daughter.
Al-
The daughter.
Alan's son, this guy Alan who likes, he's a Volkswagen dude, old school Volkswagen guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Firefighter.
Super dope,
Yeah.
firefighter. And his kid's in a fucking hardcore band that's like apparently blowing the fuck up right now and like playing like big fucking shows and going on big tours.
And they beat each other up like at the shows. Like,
Really?
Just so you guys know, I'm getting
They're like
I'm
that
getting
type of music where you like moshing. And
I'm getting beat up across the globe right now because I knocked my on switch back to off again
How does one do that?
because it's right there
He
below.
keeps
the,
touching the microphone. Don't touch it.
every time
Touch
I move
here.
it,
Touch the shaft, not the
I,
tip.
even touching the tip, moving it. But yeah, all the way from England to throughout the states, I'm getting messages going, "Oh, congratulations, your dumbass
Scold
found
him.
the on switch."
Scold
they
this
are.
man.
They are
Scold
doing
him.
so with great love. They're all. Oh, I see. You could find the on switch finally. You fucking retard.
You might need to get a piece of tape.
I'm probably going to. I've turned it off twice today.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a little
yeah.
piece of tape, not to be the technical
John, don't
guy.
be so sensible. Don't be so sensible.
Yeah,
Tape's right there.
I know. After the show, I think he's gonna do it.
Hey, gotta get me a beer if you get up.
No, not that. Use the gaffer tape.
Yeah, that red stuff's the heavy, sticky.
This stuff?
Yeah, gaffer tape. It'll come back off.
Yeah, that one, the
I
yellow.
figured you would permanently do it.
No.
No, you don't want to ruin this good little mic setup. You know,
Oh yeah.
for your fans.
Just a little piece of tape there. We'll take care of it.
Yeah,
They're
dude.
gonna have to troll you about something else.
So you got people in England watching this.
Yes.
We had somebody in England review our record, and they fucking totally dug it. And I
Shout
wish,
out to my boy John Sherwin. Thank you very much, my
What's up,
brother.
John?
hell yeah, man. Fuck
See how
yeah.
good that tape's working?
If I could totally, if you go to the shake, oh, you won't find that shit. It's
What?
buried in post.
MargatePunkrock.com is our webpage.
Yes, you might find a link to a British website.
There's
that
links
does
to
punk
all
stuff.
this shit on our
They
webpage.
did a review, and it's actually quite comprehensive, and it was awesome.
Was it slightly complimentary or very
That was
complimentary?
very complimentary.
Sorry,
What?
he
Is that
dropped the
Joe?
weight. No, he dropped the weight.
Oh, Joe, you're supposed to grab beers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he grabbed
you-
some beers. Yes, absolutely.
Holy shit, that was a lot.
Yeah, we have a weight room in the back. He dropped a weight.
Okay.
Dude, I could do pump some Iron Mom here.
Yeah, you could use the weight room.
In case I
Absolutely.
need to beat people down at shows.
We're not a hardcore band. We're a punk band, bro.
I gotta make sure we get paid.
We're fighting for the environment. No, we're not. We're fighting to get retribution for all the pricks in the world, or for all the people being pricks in the world. Who knows?
We can't get retribution for all of them.
We wrote a song called "Assholes in My Way." You should check it out.
Joe sings.
The one that Joe sings on. It's
Yeah.
about the asshole in your way. We sing for those
Beer
people.
opener, please.
So, real quick, if people, what was the website again?
Our website is
You don't have to say that.
www.margatepunkrock.com.
MargatePunkRock.com.
It, like I said, our band's from the 90s, and so is our webpage.
It's the school zone of the internet.
Yeah, we put the pun in punk.
Now, can they get your merchandise?
You could access all of our records online. You also links to where you can buy it. Now, for T-shirts, you can just email me directly, and I can take care of that
Yeah,
for you.
they're really cheap, actually.
$15 postpaid in the U.S. And
Cheap.
And same thing with the record. If you guys want records or CDs, I will mail them to you. Otherwise, you can get them digitally.
Or if you go to ajamrecords.com,
Yeah.
you can get the 12-inch And I think they have downloads with their purchase. We can always just email you the fucking shit. I don't care. But AJAM Records, man. Joe Coons, Dave Santos, dude, these guys are fucking cool, and they're just trying to be like part of the Florida punk rock community. It's kind of like just co-oping all your friends together to like make punk rock records, and they've been fucking cool.
Doing a great
you know?
job.
So let me ask you this: shirts off the bat or no? After the first album cut
What do you mean?
for merchandise as a band.
Shirts?
Yeah, is that like one of the first things a band?
Oh, shirts sell more than everything else.
Best thing, if you're a local new band, you know, you can download for free for those demo songs, let people hear you. But if you get some stickers made, they're cheap, give them away.
Okay.
But if you have a nice looking shirt, maybe a great one color, maybe a 2-color shirt, you can't download a shirt. You can't steal a shirt. If it looks good, people are going to buy it.
Oh, is that a challenge?
No.
On the
No, but let's be honest, most of our loot
No, I
comes,
don't-
T-shirts are the best moneymaker for a band.
Yeah.
And if you guys need a hookup for printing, we know people. You can always
Caesar. T-shirt series. Caesar, dude.
Caesar T Series. He's on Facebook, does our work, does a great job.
He's a friend of ours on Facebook. You can always look up. There's not a lot of Caesars out there anymore.
Now, would you
There's Little Caesar.
would a cool graphic be the key, or is it a logo? Well, like
That
what
shit's hard, man. Logos and T-shirts and bullshits. Like,
Yeah.
bullshits? I like that. In
No,
bullshits.
with that, you kind of got to draw it
Do you-
up and run it by people. Like, run it by people who like your band. Hey, if I did this, is something you'd buy? And
like what animal in your band name or what object in your
Right
band
here.
name?
Now, how many
Sloth.
times
Sloth
though
fancy
do you
shirt.
get people who are like, oh yeah, if you did that, I'd buy it, and they don't buy it?
Oh, all the time.
People talk shit. It's okay. I mean, whatever, dude. You better buy some of this shit because it's gonna be gone. Like that 12-inch on this table. We only got like
20.
less
We got
less
like
than
20 of them left.
of this 12-inch in our and that's it. There's no more. So all you pricks who said, "Oh, I'll get one next time," guess what? Next time's fucking over.
Now.
Yeah.
Oh, like you guys, you know, were one of the few exceptions. I don't buy a lot of swag from local bands. My support is A, bringing them on the show, and B, I go out to
But that's
a show.
huge. Bringing them on here is huge.
Yeah. And if you liked us enough to buy our fucking record, so we must be doing something
And
right.
we had a replacement too, which Stan is amazing. So
Well, no, but that's that like for me to buy
like if
your
the band
swag.
didn't move you enough to buy their music,
true.
that's on them, not you.
But
Isn't it?
I sometimes it's like weird for me because like I like them personally or as individuals. Like that's the weird. It's like I like them. I'll hang out with you 5 times, you know, once every weekend as a person. But
I got a
for a
solution
band,
for that.
your music. Just,
I don't know. I buy bands.
Stream their stuff then.
Yeah.
yeah.
Stream them a
I
bunch if you
can't. Is
don't
the
wanna
problem.
commit to-
Streaming it, I've been hit with because of YouTube with all kinds of infractions that.
No, oh, you mean I'm not talking about for personal use.
Oh.
I'm talking about for.
Yeah, I mean, look, I always buy local band stuff. You fucking listen to it. If anything, if you don't like it, you give it to someone else that's in the scene and see if they fucking like it. I've done that a lot of times, you know. But like, you know, a lot of the local bands here, they'll have like their tour kickoff show down here. Like, I buy fucking one of everything. Like, I don't care. Give me a shirt, a CD, and your 7-inch. Fuck it. Because you guys need that fucking money to go on tour, man.
Mm-hmm.
And if anything, I know 10 other people that would like this, you know, and that's the way I
That's
treat it.
cool. Like that's my
Like,
thing.
I want the shit to be in circulation.
Like it's funny for me. Like okay, you got a shirt. If I was going to do what you did, the problem is my friends are all there. They've already they're like you. If you're local and we like you, we're buying it. I can't be that person and be like, yeah, I love your shirt. Let me get it. When I'm going, this thing's fucking hideous.
But
I agree. No, I'm not saying
but you
buy
can
something
still
you don't like.
You can still support in other ways, though. I said if you go out to the show.
Oh,
and
I go out to shows.
if you go out
Buy
to
them a
show,
fucking beer. Shit.
Yeah,
or-
that I do. That,
Seriously.
but if you support the places they play, they get booked again. Or if you the show's not free, it's a cover. Okay, you pay the cover. The bands are getting
Yeah.
paid. You're still helping out.
Yeah.
I hear that.
You
Okay,
know, you
so-
don't have to. If you don't like something, don't buy it. But if you can still, hey man,
No,
support.
but
the,
cool merch is cool.
oh, if it's cool, I don't even care if I don't
even
like
if
it, band. If I like the
Even if you
design,
don't like the bands, dude, sometimes they fucking got a killer shirt,
Mm-hmm.
dude. Like, I hate to say it.
it's
we're
true,
all
absolutely
human.
true. If you have a cool shirt, even if I think your music sucked, I'm still buying your fucking shirt because it's a badass shirt.
Hell yeah, man.
Like, that's just straight up like, I'm going to rock your shit and I think your shit sucks. But, I mean, that's just reality.
But if they're your people, anyways, dude, fucking hook them up.
Even
man.
if
There's
even if
nothing
you're-
wrong with supporting your friends, regardless of the reason.
even if they're not my friends, like if you got a cool shirt, I'm buying it. That's
Yeah.
just reality.
But like, you know, I don't know.
That-
I like, you know, look, there's a lot of shit I don't like. I'm a dick about things, but y'all always fucking buy my friends' records, dude. Because you know what? They're fucking trying hard, and you know, I'll tell them what I like and don't like too, because I feel like as an artist, anyways, I don't think people tell each other enough, anyways. It always goes, "Oh man, you rock! Oh man, you rock!" Like, okay, thank you. Like, I like that, but it's not criticism. Like, it's just a statement. You know, I don't know. Like, when musician friends of ours tell us what they like and don't like, I like it. I don't care. I mean, it's not like we change shit for them, but it's good to hear.
Well,
Like, hey
like-
man, you know, I like what you're doing there, but like in this spot, you know, you could
Well, I'm not a
think
musician
about stuff, but
at
like,
all. But like if I'm listening to a song and like I get anticipation for something and I don't get it, I'll tell you like, bro, like for whatever reason I felt this build up to this point and I was waiting for this to kick off and it
You
didn't
got
happen.
blue
Right.
balled.
No, totally. No, but that shit's cool. Like, I like that stuff about things, and believe it or not, even like some of the stuff I don't like that friends of mine do, you know, I see their shows all the time and shit like that. Like, it rubs off on me. Anyways, musically, like, just being a musician is, you know, like, oh, I see how you did this, you know, or this aspect of something,
Yeah.
like, and it always, I don't know, it's the more tools you have in your brain, you know.
Yeah. Now, question for you guys.
Absolutely.
Joe, too. On the same subject, is there are bands I love live, but the recordings have something missing. Other bands, the recording's great, but live,
They don't. deliver.
it's not the same. So
I think the
how do you get-
latter happens more often too.
Or for me, I'm all about the live show. I can care less how you record.
Yeah.
But if I'm going to see a show, I want the train wreck. I want the craziness. I just want to be entertained, even if the songs aren't spectacular. If I walk out of there, I'm like, you know
Yeah.
what? That was a good show. I was entertained. I feel pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No matter what their genre or what
Okay.
they do.
I think we sound better live than we do on recording.
Yeah,
Agreed.
Yeah.
actually, funny, yeah, they're a band I actually enjoy, even though I'm not really into their music, but I enjoy their shows live and what they're doing. Is Killed by Florida.
Awesome.
Like,
Fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I don't care for their recordings. I don't listen, but when like I know they're playing, I
put on
enjoy
a
their
good
show. Like
show.
I enjoy their live show.
Yes.
Those guys are fucking sweethearts too. I love
Yeah.
it.
There's a couple bands out there that like I enjoy their live shows. I don't particularly care for their music as a whole, but I enjoy myself at the show.
But
I
some
like it.
stuff you can't capture on
And
a
I would never
recording.
want to listen to like it's not something I would like. Oh, I want to play this and listen to it, but like I have a great fucking time when they're live playing.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's because it's like immediate, you know, like the
it's like
immediacy of it all.
Yeah,
for me
exactly.
like I can't listen to jazz recordings at all.
Oh, I can't. I love jazz.
But you put me in a blues jazz club and I'm gonna have a great time.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I love a jazz blues club live, like where they're doing real freestyle blues jazz and they're just freestyling. Fucking great experience. Once it's on a recorded album, I mean, there's some out there, but
But it
the vast majority.
sterilizes it.
Correct.
Whoa.
But there's also bands like there's a huge commercially successful band like Marilyn Manson. I like his live shit. I will never go to another live concert of his. His live shit.
I can't do it.
But I like some of his recorded songs. But his live shows, I will never go to another concert of his. It was
But it's
the
tricky.
two I went to were not just one. The two I've been to times I've seen him, he was terrible.
But it's tricky to find to find bands that do both because it's a different type of performance. Are you the artist that does this awesome
Oh, you
recording,
mean like shock and awe
or the
versus art?
entertainer that puts on a good show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not entertainers. We play music. For real.
Guar is the best band, like right there is the best
All right.
like, entertainment. I liked them as a band and I listened to their records, but they got like one of the best live shows.
Bookwire is what it is.
That's
the
but-
show.
well, okay. So we have
Yes.
a question, a real question. Major Havoc actually has downloaded 2 of your albums already and has been streaming them.
What? Cool.
And
Thank
but
you.
he wants to know. He goes, "How do you guys personally feel about your music? How it's developed over time?" He says, "Listening to your albums, he can hear that it's matured and gelled between Good Enough and Not the Shakers."
Ooh.
Now between those two, yeah, because
and those are both 3 pieces too. Keep in
Good
mind.
Enough was 2008.
But good enough. The songs are good enough from 2001 to 2008 or 2007. Actually, the year that came out, we actually recorded a year earlier, and it's just because money and time and being a sucky management of projects, it took like a year to put that out. It was almost before that we were a 4-piece band that actually had a record deal and we're tracking a record, and shit got weird. The other guitar player left, and we took a little hiatus for like almost a year. And then when we got back together, the songs that I wrote with the other guy who left that I did, we kept. And then we got Joe on.
After we had Little Joe, we went.
Yeah, Little Joe. Whatever. It got fucking stupid. Then we basically started over. We had a little hiatus, started over, and then whatever stuck, we kept. Then we had Joe, and then I had this moment of writing like fucking 6 songs in like 2 weeks that actually worked.
That's how Good
decent.
Enough came out.
And then it was like boom, good
It
enough.
was good enough.
I wrote half that record with them. Half that
Yeah.
record was with, you know.
with the old
Joe.
band. And
Yeah.
but like PTA Mom was a song from
94.
1994 that we brought back. You know, because it never was recorded good. You know,
We
Okay.
should record it on another.
Okay,
but
so
the songwriting's gotten better.
As far as
What was there-
insight and quality of music, I'm a better guitar player. He's a better fucking bass player, hands down.
Going to be a better drummer.
Like
Yeah.
Joe Jit's you're still awesome. You were always awesome. Shut up, dude. You are better, but you were always awesome. I was definitely a shittier guitar player then, you know.
Yeah, you improve with
I don't
time.
know. I think there's more similarities between those 2 records, and not just because they're 3 pieces than the other 2. Also, fucking, I don't know. It's like the newest record's really personal. I mean, I guess it is. I mean, I don't know. I think maybe just because we're doing it longer. I can't give you an answer, honestly. Like, because like you listen to Good Enough, the first song on that record's G-Ville, dude. It's fucking a killer song. Like, it's got as much depth and like emotion and personal shit as like, I don't know, fucking 16 tons or
I thought
Throw
you were
It All
gonna,
Away.
or No Fox.
You know what I mean? But like it's kind of like, I don't know. There's a lot. I would say there's more similarities than differences.
But with
between
10
those two.
years, you, like Pat said, you get better as a band.
Yeah.
You get better writing songs, and you get better actually playing your instruments and doing
I'm a way
the
better
little-
guitar
playing
player now.
solid
better recordings.
13, 14 years. If you think 2020 will be
Yeah, it's a long
15
time.
years I've been playing with these guys. So we've been playing the same core of the band for that long. You know what to expect. Like when we're writing a record, it's just
I try to not rip ourselves off anymore.
we haven't changed.
Like
we
I
don't
write a new
change
song
it.
and Joe's like, "This song sounds just like this song." I'm like, "Fuck you, it does." And that's the
You
challenge
have-
now is like,
you have to tell them that you have to do stuff like that.
Like-
to like
how do you not write the same song fucking twice?
it's yeah.
Like seriously, I'm not even kidding. I bet you I could pick up both of those records and tell you that like there's 2 of the same songs on it. Like or like the ideas.
it's not really the same song. Just buy both.
No, but a song about hating your job. How you can write 100 of them.
Every band has a song about hating
I
your
play
job.
the same beat.
But
the same
every
way
record,
time.
every record has a song about hating your fucking job. You know that's what I'm saying? It's like we have a fuck off punk rock song and a hardcore song almost on every record. That's like a fuck you
Yeah.
kind of tune. Like
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
weird. It's like we're covering all the angsty bases. You know, like I don't know, like we got a fuck you girl, we got a I love you girl, we got a fuck you job, we got to like
I love you, job.
but I
Yeah,
love it.
there's songs on 7 inches that like the 90s that they play that he won't play because it's like ex-girlfriends and
No, it's
and
because they're
stuff. But there's like
stupid.
one that's on the set list now that's like a particular one that is from a crazy person.
Yes, it wasn't about an ex.
Yes.
It's
but
about breaking up.
But
it's a good song.
It's a fucking good song. And a lot of, like, there's people that say, man, I like that fucking song. I'm like, we gotta play it. And he's like, I don't want to fucking sing that shit. I'm like,
'Cause
it's a
it's-
good fucking
it's-
song, so shut the fuck up. and
It's
play it because
melodramatic, you know, like I
Yeah.
mean
you gotta play the shit you don't like because other people like it. And I think that's what a lot of bands do. You think some of your favorite bands and songs you see, they probably hate the fuck out of playing some of them songs, but they play them anyway because you love to hear them. And that's
So what
that's
song
the
is that?
truth.
What's that song you fucking think is terrible, horrible? You hate it. That everyone seems
because
to
I
love
suck
that
at
you can't get
drums
away.
at playing it because I hate playing it. I can tell you.
Depends
like,
on the
What?
record.
What?
Like
That one song that
there's
like,
like-
everyone's like, hey, could you guys play?
Oh,
it?
oh, oh.
like playing not booze, bombs and beers. For some reason, it's a song that I have to do too much, and I fucking hate playing.
Oh, here's one.
People.
People like on Don't Start Believing,
Oh.
available on the internet. People like Waste Away,
Oh God.
and quite frankly,
That's
we
true.
can't stand it. Although I'm willing to play it.
No, it's not that we
I
can't
actually
stand.
wrote I actually wrote the drum part, like the actual drum part that you hear on the record. I literally wrote that in the studio because I fucking hate the song. I couldn't fucking.
It was
play
the last song
Yeah, and
before
we
we made the
actually had
record.
2 recordings of it. We usually knock shit out in like 1 take or 2 takes, but like I fucking like this song. I fucking hated it.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I think it's the last song on every record.
Yeah.
Oh, we got another one.
Because,
Because on Krabby Road, there's a song called "Till the End," and these songs are good, dude.
but Dan Bonebreak, the guy that you saw play bass for us, he loves that song. and
I
he
think
wants
it's
to hear
good.
it, and
It's
we
not the
tried to-
same as a 3.
We try to play that on the whim or whatever. Like he's like, "Fucking play that," and we're like, well,
No.
fuck.
I
And we
fuck
play
it,
that, and
'cause
the
I
shit sound
fuck it
like
up.
Duty and an ass. Like it was terrible.
So let me ask the inverse of this question: is there a song you guys love playing that no one seems to like?
Yes.
What?
No fucks.
That nobody likes. I'm gonna say.
Or not
gotta-
down, but most people,
gotta
you
get
know.
into it.
Gotta
Gotta
get
I
into
didn't
it
know nobody likes it. Nobody likes
because
it.
we never play it.
That's true.
No, I think people like it. I just live. I don't think it comes off live.
Gotta get into it's one of those that I like.
When you hear "Gotta Get Into It," people are like, "Is that you guys?" Is that
They're like, wow, that song.
Like,
that
what is
song
that? Like, I've
sounds
heard
different.
People, like look at that like, really? You guys wrote that type of song? Okay.
You know what song people like? They like fucking Confucius Say.
That's that song.
they love that song.
I love that song, but like I at the same time I'm like, man,
And they also
I
like
really
West
like
End Girls a lot too.
really we need yeah, that's
I don't know. It's weird. It's you never know what people are gonna fucking want to hear. It's so weird.
That there's always that disconnect between.
And I honestly,
I enjoy that people like
and the
our
reasons
songs.
that we like the songs are not the same reasons why other people like them.
Oh,
No, it's stupid. It's so meta and fucking ridiculous. Like our brains and all that crap. And I just think it's funny. Like people go, "Oh, I love that song." I go, "Me too," because of this, and they go, "What?"
no, I love it.
like it because it's because I like it because it's like this. And I'm like, "Oh shit, that's right. You don't know what's going on in my brain, you know." It's
Now,
fucked up.
is there that song that you guys really like playing that the crowd, that your fans like just love as well? Like that one song that you are happy to play, they're happy to hear it, and you're like,
Faith,
what the
yeah.
fuck? You're like, it works.
Maybe
What-
that song,
Faith and Confucius,
Confucius,
Gainesville, Gville,
Gville.
fucking.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird, man. It's weird.
Now, is there a song you guys like were like, oh my god, I hate this, but now looking back and like you'll be like, actually, I really like this these days. Like,
Well,
That'll be
that
more
happens
you.
all the time.
That'll be
For
more
me,
you.
it happens all
Nothing.
the time.
That song "Nothing." There's a song called "Nothing" that's
It's
on
the first
on the
full
first
length.
album that I despise playing it because it's very hard to play. Not very hard to play. I just have to like I said, I have to do a lot. There's
Joe's
a lot-
just telling you he's lazy and he doesn't want to work
there's a lot
hard
of
for
energy
you.
in that. And I was like, I don't want to play that. But then there's been times where I'm like, let's play that song, and they look at me like,
What's wrong with you?
Are you
You always complain about it. Yeah.
is
right.
there something wrong? Are you on drugs or something, or is there something going on? I'm like, no, it's like it's a good song, and there's a lot of people that like that song, so let's play it. So I'll fucking suck it up and play it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it's
That's one of those
if you
songs.
try to pull audibles in our set and
then there's songs
if you
where,
gotta
like,
yell at Joe, it's like
there's
Joe will
songs where
fucking play
John
it.
hates. Like there's albums we hate, like or not we hate. Krabby Road, I would say, would be the least favorite of these two. Maybe.
Not me. I don't hate any
Or
of
at
them.
least this guy right here. Our friend Whitey, Mike Whiteman.
Favorite
Loves
record.
is
Best record for him.
Favorite record. John's like, I think it's terrible. Or he's
It's
close
not our
to that.
It's not our best.
He
work.
thinks it's not our best, but there's a lot of songs on there that people like.
That's
and
a
John-
good. I think they're all good in their
Yes.
own way. They're like special little children.
Wait, Krabby Road is like the Paul's Boutique of Shakers,
No, he did
Yo,
not
Paul's
do that.
Boutique is
He
the
did
best
not do-
Beastie
what
Boys
but
album.
it didn't do very well.
He just did that. That's another one you guys can fuck him up on. Right
Come on,
there.
internet,
He
bring
just-
it on,
he
bitches.
just fucking just rip
So-
that shit.
so-
Not only did he rip the fucking the Nightmare Before Christmas.
That
you
movie
just,
sucks.
You just ripped Paul's Boutique.
No, I like Paul's Boutique, but it didn't do so well compared to License to
Well,
Ill and a lot of their other
okay.
records.
So is there a song that you guys are like, we're cutting this, we like it, no one's probably gonna like it, and then you were surprised that everyone's like, oh my god, that is a great song.
Absolutely.
Okay, here we go.
Assholes in my way, dude.
Assholes in my way.
Dude, totally.
That's
was
like
the
the
song.
number one right
You
there.
guys were like, everyone's gonna hate this, but fuck it, we're cutting anyways. And everyone's like, oh my
that
god,
was
we...
gonna suck the most.
Dude, I wrote it like, first of all, it was like a song out of necessity. Like, literally, I used to say, everywhere I go, there's a fucking asshole in my way. Like, I would say it daily, like, to people I talk to, and like, I'm like, another fucking asshole in my way.
And
Like,
you really thought everyone was gonna hate that song?
So I wrote this dumb little song. It took like 5 seconds. It's got a kind of a cliche-y country kind of bullshit
we wanted some
progression.
extra stuff.
We were gonna try to make it like a John Lennon ending where it goes acoustic and everybody's clapping it, and it didn't work out in the recording sessions.
have another band play on it. But
We were gonna. It was supposed to be this glorious fucking almost hippie like.
But then reality hit.
Then reality hit, and we just did it the way we fucking did
But
it.
everyone's like, that's when reality hit. We're like, okay, it must be a shitty song, and then we play that, and like people were like,
Dude,
even
all the
the
time.
record label that put the record out, our friend, the guys that put our album out, they're like, that's the sleeper hit right there. And we're like,
Yeah, they're like they were like blown away by it. I'm like, dude, this shit was like we were done with everything. Like, let's just do this real quick and fucking just
So-
put it on tape, you know?
And I sing on that song, and it's like,
That's entertaining.
yeah.
Is there a song like you guys are like, everyone's gonna love this, and everyone's like, why are
Yeah.
they playing that? Like, and you guys are like, what the fuck? Like, how do you not like this song?
I don't know. I feel that way a lot though, but you never know what people really like, dude. I don't know.
It's so hard to.
How do you tell what people like and don't like? Because half the time people look at us, go, whoa, like they don't even move. They just kind of their eyes are wide open and they're sipping on their beer, like blank, staring at us, like, yo. But like that's it. Like they don't even move. Like they're just watching because they're like, I don't know if they're in awe or they're just trying to take it all in or whatever the fuck.
We're like, this guy suck, and they're like, when are they gonna
Please
stop
make
playing?
it stop.
But like I swear, people look at us like they just kind of stare at us, like, look at you guys doing your thing, you know? Like I don't know.
Well, here, let me ask you this, because for me, it's I stepped out of the scene, becoming an adult, getting a life,
Right,
and,
right.
Just being poor and couldn't afford to do that. I just had to work. Like I remember when I was younger, in my teens and 20s, like when you went to a punk show, whatever, like you had the mosh pits, but it was kind of like punk was kind of like it was like this organized chaos.
Yeah.
You get the you could get the carousel, kind of it always had a consistent forced flow, like you'd have some
Oh,
people
big old circle pit, you know?
yeah, but you always had a flow, and fists were thrown, whatever, but it was never hyper violent. The way I would describe it. It was
it's like play fighting.
it was play fighting, and if someone went against the flow, like they kind of got like their own channel they were forced through, so they kind of like just were counter to the rest of it, and then like worked life, and then I came back and it's like, what the hell am I seeing?
People are a lot tamer now, I think. It's weird.
Well, it's not just tamer. It's like the outside's tamer, and the number of participants per the group is tamer, but those few participants who are in there are like more violent. They they become like hyper violent to try.
I think it's the natural reaction though, because there's less people fucking around in the middle of the pit. So you gotta like flail just a little
Compensate.
harder. You gotta compensate for that lack of action.
Like, did you guys see it progressively happen, or was it like just a sudden
Dude,
shift?
it's weird. We play shows where people run around like assholes, and then we play shows where people standing there like statues.
You
And
just don't know.
we
But I'm
just-
talking about the progression over time. Did you like see it happen, or was it like just it was kind of like one day it was this way and the next it
Look,
was?
I think the older the crowd, the less movement happens. Really, that's what it boils down to.
Mm-hmm.
You play an all ages show in like a hype spot where like kids got nothing to fucking do, dude. It's gonna be the best crowd. You know, they're gonna fucking flail.
Dude, you said hype.
Hey, he didn't say lit.
I didn't say lit AF, bro.
That was just.
But
funny.
their shows are lit AF, youngins.
Whatever,
Dude, we're so hype.
This is what you get right here, curmudgeons.
Exactly.
They don't know what that word
Curmudgeon-
means.
Oh, angry old guys with instruments.
That means it's gonna not only be lit, but I don't fucking know.
We're like-
it's gonna
we're-
be on fleek as well.
We're just a little bit south of
like-
when I was your age. It was so much better.
Yeah, we're like, don't know. Whatever. Well,
Back in my day,
Do you, do you think like the culture of punk will make a big resurgence? Like the whole that it's a counterculture of independence, like because it's weird, like
Punk became fucking
mainstream.
like white bread toast. It did.
Like
Don't get me wrong.
I've always wondered, like, is there going to be like a counterculture to punk where people are like, look, I go clock into my 9 to 5, I sit in an office all day, I leave there, I'm coming to a punk show and I'm still wearing my white collar shirt from fucking the office. I'm just taking off my tie, like, and I'm just gonna put on my boots so my feet don't get stomped.
I'm just glad it hasn't died. I mean, it's definitely not mainstream anymore. I mean, the bands that hit it big when that shit happened in the turn of the century.
Green Day might have been ruined.
You know, but like I honestly like dude, there's so many fucking good bands. It's stupid, dude. You could be in butt fuck nowhere, and there's a punk band there, and there's like some asshole in that band's like a shredder and a visionary, dude. Like it's fucking weird, dude. We meet so many weird people in the weirdest of places, and like, oh yeah, in my town we got like 2 punk bands, and like they're like killer, and there's no scene for them. They just play in their house and fucking do nothing, and you're like it's just bizarre. I'm just glad that the fire is still out there, you know? Like, I don't fucking know.
You're just happy that it's still.
Thank God someone's
that,
pissed off and willing to sing about it, dude. You
That,
know?
that torch is still being carried, even if
Yes.
it's by.
Dude, even if you don't know, like, thank God there's some fucking kid out there who's got his dad's fucking shitty guitar and he's just trying to fucking do some shit and kick over a fucking amp. Like, I don't know. It seems like it's always starting somewhere, and it's like natural evolution, you know? Like, some asshole kid somewhere's got a guitar, and it's gonna fucking make some noise. Hopefully other people hear it. I don't fucking know. But, you know, thank God it happens.
Amen to that.
You know, fuck.
Wow. Fuck.
I don't know, man. Thank God if we're ever all satisfied and in love, punk rock will die. But as long as there's dickheads like you out there, I'm going to have something to sing about.
those are the same people that are going to come beat me up because they made fun of Tim Burton.
They have to Tim Burton.
Which movie of his did you make fun of?
Oh, Nightmare Before Christmas. It was freaking terrible.
John, tell him what your favorite movie is, John.
Oh, my favorite movie is Mars Attacks.
He never watches movies.
I'm telling you now, the guy that hates Nightmare Before Christmas just said Mars Attacks is his favorite movie.
It was great.
Let the fucking trolling begin.
There was something else I said that the whole internet was going to beat me up,
Yeah.
but I don't remember what it was.
Who cares?
They'll watch it like 20 times. And
What does the fucking internet know?
If they've got time for that, good luck to them.
What the fuck is the internet?
So, close it out, because unless there's something you guys particularly want to ask
time
me
is
or
it?
ask,
it's
period.
around 6 now.
Okay.
Yeah. Is there anything, or is there anyone or any other band out there that you think I should be getting on this podcast and that'll be a good time? They got interesting shit to say.
Ooh.
Well, you should try Kill by Florida because
Yeah, I heard they're great.
is awesome to talk to. and-
Yeah.
dude, everyone in that band has an awesome, weird point of view.
And we had a great time on the show.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, they've already been on the podcast.
they've already been in?
Yes.
Really?
Oh fuck.
Yeah, they were great.
No man, there's
That's
so many
tough.
good
I
bands.
mean-
and
There's so many cool guys. I mean,
Well, there's anyone that you personally would be like, you know what? Not only our own viewing, but I'll come on and
Dial
listen to
Drive,
that.
man. You can
Who?
Dial Drive.
Never
they're
heard
from
of.
Orlando though. They're not
Yeah,
local.
I mean, does it matter if they're from?
Well, if they're willing to drive down.
What about
to the show.
anyone of Chuck Loose's bands?
Yeah,
All
Chuck
50?
Loose is definitely something.
Chuck
you wanna,
Loose,
like,
you could just bring him on, dude.
yeah, bring
he's
him
he's in
on.
like
And he can talk
Obsidian
about every
and
band that he played in.
All right.
like, he's like a legend.
We'll have to
man.
set that up. That sounds like it would be a great
Fucking-
episode.
Chuck could tell you everything.
You got so many choices
Or
down
even
there,
Rob Elba.
dude. Yeah, I mean,
Rob's from the
Holy Terrors.
yeah.
Never heard. Like that's why I asked, because there's people
No,
I
but
haven't.
these are like elder statesmen. If
I
we're
don't-
old guys, these guys are elder statesmen.
Yes. They're like, he could probably be my dad.
He's like you kids don't know dick about punk.
That's I want people that are coming to say shit like that.
Yeah, Dude,
That
I
sounds
mean,
fucking awesome. Like you guys have, these people, like you could hook it up, like let them know. I'd love that.
I mean, we could try to get you some
Yeah.
friends. But I mean, as far as bands down here, I think
I know it doesn't have to be bands. Anyone interesting. Like I said, I want to talk to interesting people that have interesting stories. Even if a guy's old bar owner, whatever. Like,
Oh, that's
dude,
cool.
there's so much anecdotal amazingness up here.
yeah, it's just hard to find someone who knows them personally that can
You
set
should
that.
holler at fucking the dude from Steve Rollman from fucking what's his fucking paper?
Pure Mahoney?
Pure Honey. That
Yeah.
dude, Pure Honey dude,
Hell
Steve
yeah.
Rollman. He's West Palm fucking man, dude.
I'll have to.
Look him up, dude. He's a promoter. He does the Bumblefest.
I don't think he's ever booked us before, but if you're listening,
Yes.
Yo, that sounds like a burn.
Steve
Please book us.
Roman, you should book us. Come on.
he's
we're
the man,
we're old.
but he's never
And
booked
cool.
Us, so
Is there anyone?
One
that-
day we'll play Bumblefest.
Is there anyone outside of your amazing partners? I got to say that word these days.
Partners?
We're not partners. We're brothers.
No. Your personal life partners.
Oh.
That would be my wife.
Yeah, wife,
I'm
husband,
actually-
whatever.
actually-
I'm
gotta
unmarried.
get-
I'm
speaking
unmarried.
of the wife, I gotta get dinner on soon.
What are you making us, Joe?
We got on some roasted
Chicken a la king.
I'm making actually
But
roasted
is-
chicken,
is there-
rosemary, lemon.
Is there anyone excluding your partners? Because we all know they've been massively supported. That have
Hell
been,
yeah.
and your parents that you've already mentioned that were massively supportive in helping you guys develop the band and your music and everything.
Well,
Dude, you know what's funny? We've had the littlest amount of help ever. I think. Honestly, like seriously.
I think these guys
like
to-
rogue.
To be honest, these guys have to be honest to help me out and to be a part of the band. I've been times where I have no money, and these guys have been paying my way at practice, whatever it is.
whatever we need to do.
Pick
keep
me
it
up.
going.
I don't have a car sometimes. To be like in a band with somebody that you meet, you call brothers, or to be with somebody. There's been times where like I said, when there was times where I wanted to quit, or like I can't make this show, and Pat's like, I'll fucking come pick you up. Shut the fuck up. I'm gonna come pick you up.
That's
We're
fucking
playing.
awesome.
Because I don't give a shit. I'll drive out there to come get you. Like, when you talk about someone that's reliability and being a brother and being a family member, these two right here have been the best family member to me. I'm
You
not
are
related.
so fucking
I'm
sweet.
not related.
No,
They
but I
actually-
understand what Joe's saying, but
in a way, like, that's,
Yeah.
these guys have helped me out through my hard times. And,
yeah, well, Joe, you do a great.
We
job.
love you, you bastard.
But back to what you were saying is, it may not be one or two people, but over 25 years, there may be people you lean on for little things here and there.
Like fucking Joe, dude. Like the fact that the label helped us out was totally kind of random. I was like, here, let me send you this. I heard you got a label. Fucking
And there were people that, like, back in the
Lewis,
old days,
fucking Lewis Goldberg.
Chuck had booked
Yes.
us some shows. I mean,
Chuck Luce has been around.
people-
Forever,
oh,
helping
Yeah,
us
it's
We
out.
need a
like I
band,
said,
but-
people that you could shout out
but
that,
they're
that
little-
show
but
that you're
Matt
appreciating.
from Prop.
there are
you
lots
know.
of little helps here and there. I mean, the Poorhouse,
Jay from
Jay
Poorhouse,
from
dude,
Poorhouse.
legend. Rap bastard at Churchill's.
Yeah.
Fuck,
But
man.
everybody, and it's not that they did it just for us, but they've done it for bands. And hey, you know what? I can get you on a show. Let me take care of you.
I don't know. There's a lot of people that are
Robbie Gregory.
Like, yeah,
A series of
Robbie's
little
helped us
things
out.
here and there added up,
Yeah.
but not one person all the time.
I don't know. It's like we try to get people to come. Well, like we book bands all the time that we don't play with. Like it's a thing of ours. Like we're like,
You like
yo,
the
who
mix.
don't we play with ever? Let's make sure they get a fucking show.
Even the bands that we've become friendly with that are from out of town that we talk about,
Like,
bring 'em
Dallas,
down.
whatever,
always,
even
always.
from
Even if they're not,
different
even if they're
areas,
fucking don't
you
match
know.
musically, we don't give a fuck. Dude,
Yeah.
come play with us, dude. Let's get some fucking shit going and stir up the people and get
Yeah.
people fucking involved. And I'm just glad that half these club owners trust us. Like when we book our own shows for the most part. Like,
So
all-
you booked the whole
entirely.
thing, the whole show, the
Yeah.
whole lineup.
Like we're like, give us the night, and we'll take care of it. You fucking give us the money, we'll take care of all the bullshit, whatever. And because we just promoters, dude.
You become
You
your
all
own.
got a bad rap for the right reasons, okay? Those of you that actually promote and are awesome, I love you. But some of y'all just fucking suck. I'm sorry.
It's
Fuck
real.
it. Fuck, that's the words. So
But-
we pretty much do our own booking and promotion. And a lot of these club owners are like, okay, fine, we'll trust you, and they've given us their trust now for
Years.
decades now, and like we brought bands to play shows with us that do better at the places we brought them to than us. You know, like it's awesome. I love
Yeah,
it.
that's-
Fuck.
That's
You
the
got
best way
to,
to
but
do
you've
it
got to
because-
change up the bell. You can't.
I
play
want
with the
this.
same two
I want
bands.
this music scene to be fucking kicking, dude. And like we've seen all the droughts. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
in the,
you've
in
been. Yeah, that's why.
the mid '90s, it was kind of slow and get growing, and then the late '90s was blowing the fuck up, and then the early 2000s, it was ghost town. Ooh, I just farted in your couch.
Nice.
Thanks
And
for
but through all these ebb and flows, you know, there's like certain sets of people that have been around for a long time that just kind of help the shit go together. And I just want this shit to keep working, dude. I don't give a fuck. I want a reason to go out and enjoy some music, dude, and do stuff and have friends in the community. Like, it's great to know fucking people where you go. You know, like you go to a fucking gig and you're like, you know, fucking Johnny some shit and Bobby who what.
But you
It
know
doesn't fucking
people,
matter.
yeah.
Like I know so many people I don't know their names, but I've been to like 50 shows with them. You know, if any shit went down, I'd look them in the eye and shit we'd be tight. You know, take care of business. And I love that shit. I love the fact that you can have like, you know, South Florida's a giant neighborhood. Let's
Yeah.
face it. But like our neighborhood, you go to any shows, chances are you know the people there. If you participate,
Yeah.
you know
You're gonna
you
know
have a good-
somebody.
and you're gonna have a good time, and people are gonna care about you and make sure you don't get fucked. And like you know, like it's a weird fucking world, and we live in South Florida, man. Shit's wild down here.
It can definitely kick off.
So
Palm Beach County, where everybody knows somebody who knows something about it.
Palm Beach County's weird, dude. I mean, we're Broward people, but
Yeah,
I mean,
no.
Joe's Palm Beach now, but
Sell out.
sold out to Palm Beach, Joe.
Is there anything you want to say? Last words? Anything like that?
No, well, thank you for having us.
thank you.
Thank you guys for coming. This
Thank
is
you,
fucking
internet,
awesome.
for watching. Don't hunt me down because I hate your stupid Tim Burton
Hey,
movies.
listen to our shit on the internet, so we get
Yes.
fractions of pennies.
Spotify, not the Shakers, everybody.
Exactly.
With
Stream
that,
it.
thank you, everybody.
Check out AJM Records.
.com.
Fucking MargatePunkRock.com.
.com.
Fucking Drink High Life.
And later,
No,
fuckers.
Rolling Rock.
Dude, thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.